How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hold on one second. We're gonna be in the dark here for a little bit. I gotta adjust my lights because it's not even on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Alright, give me a second. Sorry. I'm starting out dark mode right now, dude. You know why? Because I was trying to make sure everything is caught up before the release of the stream. And here we are. Boys, how you all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, hope everybody's having a good one. Let me adjust the webcam. We'll be good to go. Dude, this side had a nice little curve. And it just like, it lost it over time. I don't know what it is. It had a really nice curve in the morning. I got out of the shower, had a very, very nice curved upwards, like really, really well. And then just kind of lost it. But it's okay. Boys, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. My man, Danny from earlier last night. Appreciate you for becoming a member, dude. Appreciate you, my man. Boys, we got another encrypted build for Dragonflight. We don't really know what the build is gonna contain just yet. We just know that it's there. I think this is the water bottle that I brought in. I have like 2 water bottles here. Which one is the one I just brought in? Was it this one maybe? Hold on. I guess we'll do a taste test because either one of them is either from last night and still. I don't think it's this one. I think this one is from yesterday. I have 2 water bottles here. I don't know what it is, dude. I can't help it. I just keep grabbing like a fresh water bottle from the fridge while it's icy cold. And I just enjoy that so much more than just like a plain water bottle. You know what I mean? I just go throw these things in the fridge if I need them to chill. But if let's say I'm working in the middle of the night, I grab water bottle, I just keep it there, forget about it completely. So by the time it's not long get cold, it's the next morning, dude. I was up all night working on the video. I'm like, oh my god, forgot about it completely. But how you boys all doing? Welcome back. What's up, Javi? Javi? I don't even know how to say. Golda, how you doing, my man? G, we got Cora, we got ourselves Ashley. How you boys all doing? So we got ourselves yet another. Let me get the music back up and running, boys. We got yet another build for Dragonflight encrypted. Probably alpha, unless this is something else. Still no specific announcement on when the alpha is actually going to be finally here. At least not yet. Though, so the main dude that usually does like, the WoW stuff on Twitter, right? Especially when it comes to PTR and then, the testing footages. Dude, every single time he writes anything, at this point, people are just like, really just like reaching into his tweets super hard. He was literally like, dude, he was typed earlier today, Zorbrix. He typed earlier today, he was like, yo, what should I get for lunch? People are like, alpha, Dragonflight Alpha, you should get Dragonflight Alpha. And it's just like, this guy can't put a normal tweet at all. He is literally surrounded by nerds. And I was about to say, dude, I was trying to come up with like, I was thinking maybe, I don't know. I decided this wasn't a worthy joke, but this is what I was going to do. You guys can yoink it if you wanna. I was going to go on his tweet, respond back with Alfredo, something with Alfredo sauce, but like a just Alfredo with the word alpha in there, right? But then I was like, that's a lot of work. I don't want to have to look it up. I basically was just trying to get my video stuff set up over here on my end the whole time. But I was gonna hit him with one of those, and I was like, oh my god, that's gonna be too much though. I didn't want to be too much, but imagine being that guy knowing the date. I know, like, how do you not tell at least somebody? Right? I mean, of course, like, there's an NDA and whatnot, right? So it's like, well, if you do, you'll get fired, probably. You know what I mean? Or you'll be in big, big trouble. So I'm pretty sure that's what helps. But still. Oh, my God, dude. Honestly, should be getting out August 2nd instead of Season 4. Total let down. Alpha is more important than 2 more dungeons, same meta specs, lol. Well, they're going to be doing apparently adjustments for some of these classes, like Destruction Warlock and Survival Hunter. They don't want it to be that good or that strong from Mythic Pluses, where they just absolutely just thrash people around. I mean, I don't know. Like, we know they're going to be nerfing them. I hope that they will do class adjustments, so there will be like a different meta, right? buff Feral AoE, buff Shadow Priest AoE, buff Affliction Warlock AoE opportunities, buff every other spec that doesn't perform well in AoE. Then they nerf the ones a little that are overperforming because they're gonna get better with gear anyway. So I don't know, man. Which would be getting out for August 2nd. I mean, if they're nerfing them because they're meta, we would assume blood nerfs too. Blood, maybe, honestly, maybe. 5-5 EU solo, that is Friday. 5-5-1-1 duels over on the EU and Saturday over for NA. What's up, Beyond Idol, man? Hope you have a good one. DC solo, how you boys all doing? Welcome back. Yo, tonight, boys, we're gonna be getting back into that Jailer prog. Do you know what survival needs are ink? What survival needs are ink. I just started PvP and I'm loving it. Do you know what survival needs are ink? Depends what you mean by survival needs are ink, Greg. But how you doing, my guy? Hey, that's awesome. Nerfs. What survival nerfs are incoming? It's probably going to be to like AoE damage. So it's probably not going to impact your AoE PvP performance whatsoever. You'll probably have relatively similar gameplay. They're probably going to nerf like the AoE legend or something. Or like the AoE damage. So it won't affect your playstyle at all. I don't think it'll impact them in RBGs either. I doubt they'll nerf them to the point where it's like they can like lose AoE value in RBGs either. What about Lich King? Yeah, I'm hoping to play. I got beta, dude. Haven't played Lich King beta much, but I definitely want to level some characters. I'm trying to figure out what class I want to play. I've been trying out Rogue and Death Knight. Death Knight feels a little bit more fluid. Rogue has definitely improved, dude. Just to change from like classic Rogue, TBC Rogue, and Wrath Rogue, I feel like I could use a lot more abilities and it's a lot faster paced. But Death Knight feels real good, dude. They really made a good class. That 2 resource bar, oh my god, doesn't make a difference. If the nerf survival AoE will probably nerf single target like Death Trap. No, they probably won't. I think survival does not need a single target nerf. But maybe I'm wrong on that one. But I've never really seen survival do that great of AoE. They're decent AoE. They're not the highest. I don't think they should get a nerf. But I don't know. I mean, like above though. Like a Destro, like it should buff the. Oh, okay. I misread it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, there is. Yeah. Actually, I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm hoping that they'll still be top tier AoE class. I just hope they won't be like miles ahead of other classes when it comes to AoE. I think that's the biggest issue. Is like they're that far ahead of other classes, where other classes have to pop cooldowns in order to do the damage numbers. Survivor just has to press grenades, press bombs. That's all you gotta do. I think that's what the biggest problem is. I think that's like the biggest issue with the class. Not like it's a bad class. It's a fantastic class. That's the problem. It's just way too good at that. You know what I mean? You just got that good AoE consistency. Which, don't get me wrong, I love that Survival Hunter pipes. I'm a big fan of that. I feel like Survival Hunter has been kind of mistreated for a good while. So it's awesome seeing him do well, but like, I think there's a point where something does too well. Boys, hold on, Wrath of Lich King beta is updated? Hold on, let me just let a Wrath of Lich King beta update then. Let me update Wrath beta. Let me just wait. Defensive less crazy than Destro, but they're still probably too strong. You think so? Yeah, they're not, I mean, they're just at the AoE, I think they end up doing like ridiculous damn. I think it's because they have uncapped AoE. Like if they gave other classes uncapped AoE, I think Survival Hunters would be it'd be more of an interesting competition. I don't know, but you do have Moonwalker Monk Sword that can compete in the AoE pretty well. So I don't know, maybe I'm talking out of my ass there, but I just think that's the only thing that really is allowing them to do super well is like the ridiculous amount of consistent AoE pressure, the AoE output. The more targets hitting, the more spiky your damage is. Where the classes like being soft capped or hard capped, you don't really get that, right? I think they'll end up hitting the Lego or something. Because if you nerf survival to be basically the same as a Windwalker, then what's the point of bringing a survival hunter? Because he doesn't have, like, Windwalker has a knockback with ring, leg sweep, so that's what you gotta account for. Like, if you lower the damage, I don't want it to be so lower to the point where they're just even with other classes, because they're essentially gonna be worse than other classes, right? Like, if they're even damage with rogues, well, rogue is better because rogue has cloak, rogue has evasion, rogue has advantage, rogue has a cheat death, hunter is squishy, rogue has a shadow step, hunter has harpoon, which I guess is similar, except one is faster. Like, I feel like hunter on the average loses out when it comes to like utility, but what helps him do better right now is the damage, is the raw numbers. I feel like the numbers should be lowered down a little, but not to the point where it's just like, you know what I mean? Like other classes have really good utility. Like AoE stun by a monk is really strong in AoE in Mythic classes. The Ring of Peace can be really good for booping enemies out of the way. Defensively, monks are pretty decent. They don't have an immunity, but they're still pretty decent, right? You have quite a few defenses to work with. Oh, to say Genmar, brother? Yeah, Genmar, we can get him in there. We can get Genmar back in the 5-5-1s, yeah. Boys, survival had a strength and hero immunity, but yeah, that's still good probably. Yeah. Everybody has their own utility. I just don't really know if Trank is that good, because you could basically like bypass Trank with a Druid, right? Like a rested Druid. Then again, if you're pushing keys, I guess Hunter has been pretty good for that. It ends up being pretty decent because you have Lust too. But yeah. I just don't know how they would nerf it. I guess we'll find out soon though, hopefully. I think Windwalker is a really good spot right now for Season 4. The only spec I'm looking for are the gig utility for keys. Yeah, they're looking really good. I don't know if they're going to be going after Windwalker. Windwalker in previous expansions tends to scale poorly with endgame content or with endgame gear. I think it's because of the stats. They just don't utilize haste at all. Or haste has a very little value, so they end up losing out on that stat. Whereas survival gets like huge amount of haste and then still value from crit, value from versatility defensive specifically. Mastery not as much, but even then, like Master at least applies for some of their abilities. How's the bear doing in plus? I was actually thinking of trying some bear tonight, boys. Yo, boys, real quick, which character should we start our Mythic Plus journey for the day, dude? I gotta get my keys out of the way, dude. We're waiting for the Dragonflight, hoping to see some big updates. But until then, I want to get the keys done. Now today is my birthday. I got a stupid edge of my life 16 year old. I got the stupid stage of my life 16 years. Congratulations, my guy. Enjoy your 16th year birthday, my man. Happy birthday, dude. By the way, how are you? I'm doing fantastic. Seriously, happy birthday, my guy. You should go out and enjoy it. Hang out with your friends or something, man. You know what I mean? Dude, 16 is young, dude. You haven't even started, dude. Enjoy it, dude. I had so much free time at that age. I think Moonwalker is a skill cap. And that's the truth. I don't see many good Moonwalker monkeys survival Hunter Destro. Moonwalker doesn't need to know their ass. I don't know. Doesn't Moonwalker just kind of spin to win? Because I've heard that all monks do is just spin. Maybe that's just like oversimplification. Maybe there is some skill to it. But I've heard all you do is just jab and spin. What's up, Nikolai? My man. I have a good one. Let's go, boys. What's up, Lonnie? I do my man. Hope you have a good one. Doing same anyway, but it takes a little bit of ramp up on the sheer burst and dust and survival. Yeah, I feel you. Okay. So, yeah, so you gotta get the jabs, you gotta get the damage, and this gotta get a ramp. Yeah. We're just 16 again, dude. Those were the days, man. If we knew how being 18, 20s, hell, for some of you guys probably even, get into that 30s. Like, if we knew what that was gonna be like, dude, I would have done so much more at 16. It's not a thought I like to dwell on because I feel like it's kind of depressing. But like, if I knew that's what life was gonna end up being, I'm like, oh, dude, there's so much opportunity at 16. Not like that didn't take many, but I was just feel like I'm a min-maxer, right? Played World of Warcraft, I learned how to min-max things a little bit, right? I like to enjoy my Outlaw, but I like min-maxing the hell out of Outlaw, whether it's good or it's not. So it's just like, you know what? I feel like there could have been some min-maxing done. If I just knew, you know what I mean? Hey, cool, what sword? Character list class favorite to play? Is it character list class unfavorite to play? Like from top to bottom, favorite to least favorite? Not really. Rogue is usually the top because that's my main. But then I kind of have him set up just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I just kind of slotted him in because it just felt like natural. I don't know. When I think of a demon hunter, I always scroll to the bottom. And priest, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what in the back of my mind maybe organizing the way that I have. But I don't think it's based on favorite or not favorite. I guess I like him all like fairly equally. It's my alts, man. I don't know. 34, I feel like 80. I know, right, dude? Yo, and you still got what? At least good 60, 70 if you're lucky. Yeah, that sounds depressing, by the way. I shouldn't have said it like that. But yeah, dude. 69, feel 13. There you go. It doesn't feel like different. What's going to be a really big trip is when you get into like 21, 22, 23, you'll be like, wow, I'm an adult. And then a couple of years later, you're like, you know what? I don't feel like an adult. That's going to be a trip right there, dude. When you're like getting older, you're like, you know what? I don't really feel like I'm older. You kind of feel like teenager, just a bigger teenager. Worst will be the weirdest is you feel like everybody else around you that's supposed to be like an adult is basically still a teenager. It'll be like, it doesn't really change. They're like high school, college area. And you'll be like, nobody's really changed. It's almost like at some point, it feels like people around you just kind of stop growing. It's a trip, dude. I'm a rover so much of the best. Hey, that's awesome. Are they, how they doing? Are they getting more comfortable with Outlaw? Are they slapping it up, dude? Are they getting them pistol shots off? Boys! Which character do we do first, man? We gotta hop on, get some keys. You guys wanted to do yesterday a hunter as potential marksman or BM. We got Dal Furry as a, or Dal not Furry as a druid. I think maybe bear. Life takes off fast when you hit 3-1. For real, it really does. It just, yeah. It's like a speed run. You can't stop it, really. Or hunter druid, or did we do Death Knight yesterday? Or Death Knight, chat. Or Death Knight, because we never got to do Death Knight yesterday. Smashing V keys now. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Druid? Let's do it. We can do Druid. Chat, whatever you guys want to see, man. Hunter Druid or Death Knight? Also, what are you guys' thoughts? Do you think we'll be getting Dragonflight Alpha this week? Potentially by the end of the evening? Or tomorrow? Or like just in the afternoon randomly? Like Blizzard will just kind of drop it out of nowhere. Because they got yet another build, man. It's got to be happening soon, right? It's got to be happening sometime. DK? We can get the DK out of the way, boys. We can get the Death Knight out of the way. Druid? Druid's also really, really good. Druids are fantastic right now. Some of you guys wanted to see a Guardian yesterday. I don't know if I have the Lego. Wings, lol, what? What do you think of right now, 29 and started playing WoW when I was 14? Will I ever play? Will not play WoW, lol? Dude, I know, right? I know, right? So chat, what are we thinking? Druid or Death Knight? You guys are kind of split. No love for the Hunter, man. I really want to give Marksman a go. But as a Druid, if we do play Druid, as a Death Knight, we can either Blood DK tank it. Which I feel like on 45, on Tyrannical weeks, so I guess we could go for Giga Pulls. Druid? Alright, we get the Druid out of the way. Now the question is, tank, healer, or DPS? Tank, healer, DPS, boys. What are we feeling like? What are y'all in the mood to see, man? Do you want to see some Feral AoE gameplay? Or rather single strike because it's Tyrannical this week? Restoration, which is really, really easy. I'm a big fan of it. A little bit of damage, a little bit of healing. Or Guardian. For Guardian, I don't think I have the... Maybe I have the Lego, actually. But it's a really low tier. Tank, DPS. Yeah, whatever you guys want to see. Are both of these waters still? Or is this the same water that I had before? Dude, let me just go grab a fresh bottle of water. I keep drinking water and I'm like, yeah, dude, this thing is still. Because I have water bottles on my table. Let me grab a fresh one, boys. It'll be good to go. Alright, huge. Boys. Barrel, DPS, tank. Wait, you guys are so split. Wait, you guys are actually so split. Hold on. Legendary. So I do have tank pants. They're real bad. 190 is not good. But like, I think we could still get into a key. With this kind of Lego, dude. A Bear Dreader 52 will be fine. Oh, is it good tunes on? You guys want the mix or nah? Let me give you my mix if y'all interested. I usually get people asking about it. Here we go. So do we DPS, dude? Let's go tanking, man. It's been a bit since we tanked. It's been a bit since we tanked on a Guardian. I don't even know what is the meta build anymore, dude. But I used to love Guardian Druid tanking. It used to be so simple. I think it's still pretty simple though. But it used to be like top. It used to be top tier. So Venti right now is the strongest. So is Kyrian. So Venti together with Ursox. And you go for big thrashes. I could do that. And you go Draven. And talents are Blood Frenzy, Renewal, Balance. What would you guys rather see? Some Bear Druid? Or Feral? Well, let's set up Guardian. Because Feral's already set up. But Guardian will take me a second. Take with Druid and the DPS the DK. We could do that. I do need to get the DK key as well. And Frost DK is super insanely fun, man. Actually insanely fun. Feral. Whatever you guys want to see, man. Okay, so I have a wake. What is it gonna do here? I was gonna... I ran here for some reason, I forget why. I don't remember why. I actually literally lost it. Okay, let's go feral, because that's basically my full agility set. Swap out this. And swap out these. They're 190, dude. That's not gonna work out that well. I mean, it'll do okay. Dude, I lose my tier set though. Oh no. But I lose my tier set though. Do I have gloves? Wait, that's not gonna work out, chat. Technically, I have gloves that I could turn to tier. Do I have coins? I don't. Wait, that's actually not gonna work. What other Legos do I have? Because I know you need that one. The Ursox Remembrance. Where does the Ursox go as well? It goes on legs or back piece. So I could make a cloak. Like a really cheap cloak with a Lego. Guardian Inventor is awesome. We could maybe give it a go, yeah? Push a 40 down, start to forget. Really? Me? Oh, dude, I am, honestly. Honestly. Alright, so we don't have... We need a cloak then. I have a decent cloak though, that's the problem. Bro, this guy's gonna be so under item level. I don't even know if I'll be able to get in a group. Like, of course I'm a tank, right? So they'll be like, okay, well, we can get the tank in here. But they'll look at my item, they'll look at my legs, they'll be like, you know what? I'm not feeling this guy, dude. I'm not feeling like he's gonna be able to do anything here. I don't think I'll be productive at all. Bash. Let's have Galactic Guardian. Let's get Earth Warden. Okay, that should be the build, more or less. How long does it take for you to farm rep from start? Why does Blizzard update this? Like rep for Zera Mortis and I guess other factions? I guess Zera Mortis rep isn't that bad anymore. For Lego? Oh, rep for Lego. Wait. Rep for Lego. Hold on. I'm missing something. Rep for Lego. You're talking about like the Cosmic Flux and stuff? Flux, Cinders? So it doesn't take a long, I guess it depends how fast you do Torghast. As a druid, you can just bypass all the mobs, you can sell to the end boss, and then kill him really quickly, move on to the next floor, over and over and over. Unless you're talking about Unity, yeah, for that one, I don't know. Unity Lego? For like Revered, then yeah? I don't remember. I don't remember, actually. Did they increase the drop rate, or the rep? For farming it? I think they made it a little bit easier in a patch or so, but I could be wrong in that one. That's a good question, actually. Okay, I'm gonna make like the cheapest possible Lego, I think. 210, it's better than nothing. We'll just do 210. We'll just do 210. Oh, that also need missives. Missive. What am I? Haste Versa, I think. Haste Versa. Okay, this is gonna be scuffed. And we gotta go Venthyr, because I also gotta buy the item to give me more renown, so I can go full Venthyr build. Venthyr with a cooldown reduction from I imagine it's gonna be incredible. Now, reputation to have any updates? Okay, well, I don't know actually. I feel like that's a question that I get a lot, but I never have like a good answer. I never have like, oh, exactly how many like days of farming you need. And I feel like that's almost like the question that's like, I always feel like that's like the answer that's expected. I mean, it's like how many days? It's like I don't really know how long, to be honest. I wish I could tell you like a better number, but I really don't know. Look at the good bear druid form. Beautiful. And Mog. I actually can't Mog, can I? Oh no. Hold on, maybe I can Mog some specific pieces. I'm like, got no gold. I don't think I can. I actually don't think I can. I don't think I can Mog. I don't got a form. How do I get the bear form? So this is the Mage Tower one, the Legion version. Or the Shadowlands version of Mage Tower. If you finish the bear form or the bear druid Mage Tower challenge, you get the fellow bear form. The fellow werebear. It looks so good, man. It's a great looking form. So I gotta go back to Venthyr to even unlock it. Do I have to? I feel like it's worth. I feel like it's worth. So let me go pick up my renown buff item. from the catch-up vendor. And the staff, right? Okay, huge. And then to go back to the Venthyr Covenant. Or the Venthyr Order Hall. Sanctum? To get Draven. And then we should be good. Blizzard committed to bringing back BlizzCon in 2023. Let's go, boys. 2023 BlizzCon. I think if Dragonflight is a huge success here, BlizzCon could be massive. That could be really, really fun. I'm excited, honestly. I'm excited. Like, if Diablo 4 comes out and it's successful, and if whatever updates they're doing for Overwatch is successful, and Dragonflight slaps, dude, I'll be pretty happy. Did I have a Mole Machine toy? I don't know. I guess I should get it, shouldn't I? I need the Mole Machine. I also need, like, the Wormhole one as well. I need all of them. Because you just kind of need these things to get around the game, bro. You really do. You really, really do. Okay, so we got a Lego. We got tier set, so we should be all set. We got Unity. And my Unity is actually, like, maxed out, too. That's the cool part. Got a full 291 Unity, so I just got to get some other legendaries maxed out as well, and then we'll be good to go. Beautiful. Beer. And I think all these other things are fine too. I do gotta get myself better what is it, tier pieces. Like the animal and some of the ones I have is really, really low. So let me go really quickly to Venthyr Sanctum, unlock my boy Draven, and then we'll try to see if we can queue up for a key. Because there I'll be able to also set up my condies and whatever I want to do. Like, I could do Theotar, I guess. But I kind of want to do the Draven. Like, I want to go all in. I think it'll be really fun. I need better shoulders. And better pants than this guy, which I do have some decent pants. I could turn this into tier if I have the flux, but right now I don't. What's up, dad? What's up, Celestial? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. But yeah, boys, we got another update over on the while we were on the flight path. Another encrypted build for Dragonflight Alpha. We still don't have the actual release date or anything. We haven't seen anybody hinting at Dragonflight being released anytime soon, or Alpha or anything. But dude, they're doing updates. They're doing builds every single day. We're getting closer and closer, man. Just a little bit closer. Where is it? There we go. I see Vince has it. What's up, guys? There go, dude. What's up, Paul? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one, dude. Just waiting for Dragonflight, man. They got another update on the internal build. While we don't have an alpha or beta from Blizzard, we have a new encrypted build for patch 10.0 on the WoW Dev CDM branch overnight. So last night they just updated it, which got a lot of people excited. Like, wait, they're updating like a night before Wednesday or Thursday, which is usually when they do like all the PTR stuff and update stuff, right? Usually if they do any kind of PTR updates, they usually do them on like a Wednesday or a Thursday. And you get yet another one, dude. They probably had like the biggest jumper builds from this one to this one here. And actually, this one I think they named it to a proper patch 10.0 instead of like a 925 or a 927. And they got a couple more iterations for this one. Like, they're getting them, making them more frequent, dude. There was a pretty big gap between April and June. But then afterwards, it was June, July. Like, they're doing like sometimes like within only a handful of days between each other now. It's like really exciting. Makes you really happy to see like any kind of progression from me, dude. Because like, I keep looking at it, all we have is screenshots, all we have is old footage, all we have is like the BlizzCon announcements, all we have all that. No, not the BlizzCon announcement, but like that one announcement they did with the cinematics and whatnot. I keep looking over that over and over and over. Whenever I make a thumbnail that has to do with Dragonflight, I like to use some of the screenshots. And while looking at the screenshots, I actually just get to take a look at the screenshots really closely. Just like looking for little details, dude. It gets me excited, man. I can't help it. Are they gonna email us the alpha invite, or do you have to check Battle.net? I imagine it would just be in your Battle.net. I think that's how it was back in the. I guess it all depends how it was back in the back in Shadowlands, and I think it's just. I'm sure they'll email it too, but like, I think the email is like a little bit delayed. It's usually pretty late. They flag your account really, really early though. Did you get Glad? I don't think I tried for Glad. I think we got 2402s, Capitana. But to get Glad, I think I gotta get, what, 2403s. And then it's like the mounts for the win. Or the 50 wins for the mount. But I haven't gotten that, no. Okay, I need to figure out what build do people play for Bear with your boy Draven. You know, I'm not a big fan of this song. It's not a bad song. I just want to skip it. Give it a quick skipperoo. Condies and Soulbinds, what I want. So the most popular one is going to be Draven, move as one, grab unbreakable body, and then you go defensive into a kick, superior tactics? Really? I guess you could be more defensive. And then you go pick up the intimidating tactics for more mobility into another. You go quad 1, 2, 3, 4 defensive condies. Or 4 defensive slots. Interesting. Okay, the build you want to play is Toughest Bark, so you could use Barksian more for each tier set, which makes sense. It's not really defensive, it's more aggressive then. Unchained Aggression for a Haze buff during Berserk. Then you want to go for Well-Honed Instincts. Then you want to go for a Lair main. And then you want to go for, it looks like Condensed Sphere for the heal. And Endless. Literally all defense, no utility at all. Wait, that's actually going to be Giga. I'm legit excited for that. This could be good. What's up, Fox? How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. Oh, Fox, how you doing, my man? John, how you doing, my guy? Well, they just said Fox for a second, but they said Folks. How you doing, my dude? Let me see if I can get us in the key, boys. I don't know if I'll get in the key at 264 item level, but we could try the best, man. We could try our best. Gambit, I don't know if they'll take me. Highly doubt it. My score level is that high. We do have a Necrotic Wake ourselves. Like, hey, worst to worst, we just do our Necrotic Wake and then tank it. Where is it? We could do ours. I kind of want to dive into someone else's key if I can. Sanguine Depths. So this one isn't bad for the first boss. Second boss isn't too bad as long as I'm moving. And I do have a D-Curse. Could do that. I could also just be like, yo, vent it. But then I have to do the cages too. Let's try this guy. Gambit is easy generally. Plaguefall. Oh, let's set up for a Plaguefall. Maybe they'll take me. Because I feel like as a Venti Druid, it should be pretty survivable. As long as I'm playing up to my cooldowns and maximizing pulls. Because one thing I remember about Guardian Druid is like, you're basically just trying to make pulls on, do you have Incarnation? Okay, you're basically immune for that pull. You're not gonna need any healing. You actually got it yourself the whole time. And here I'm gonna have the Hysteria as well, so you're just gonna be able to get even bigger value, but just get huge uptime on it too. So it should be pretty strong overall. I don't think I'm that great at Necrotic Wake though. Not on this guy. Tezavesh, perfect. Let's go. We got one, boys. We got him. I don't know why he took me, but I guess he was like, yeah, I just want to take a take. Yeah. On my way back, boys. But yeah, man, Dragonflight. I'm really, really excited for it. Really, really excited. Hopefully we'll get the alpha very, very soon. Because at this point, dude, this expansion needs beta testing. It needs alpha testing. It needs feedback. You know how good this expansion is going to be if we get to see it and be like, you know what? Remember the patch 9.2, the feedback given? It's pretty good, man. Bear from Soul Chainable. Yep. Mage Tower is constantly available now, so you don't have to worry about it at all. It used to be that the Mage Tower was only up once in a while, but the changes to Mage Tower is perma up. So if you need to get your skins or anything, or any only mogs, you can basically just go try it as much as you want to. How do you get the Mage Tower? So the Mage Tower is in the Legion zone of Broken Shore, I believe. Broken Isle, and then there's a Broken Shore, and the Mage Tower is permanently up. Like if you look at the map, it says Legion Fall Mage Tower. It says 87% build, but it's basically always up. So the challenge for the Mage Tower is always available. You just go up to the Mage Tower, talk to the girl in front of it, and she sends you into your appropriate challenge. That's all you do. I should be flying a Gambit. Dude, this guy's gonna check my gear and be like, you know what? I'm feeling this is gonna be a scuffed pull. This is gonna be a scuffed run. I did need a better trinket on this guy though. I could get a better Celia's. Let me see. Tizavesh. Hillbrand, what do you give? Wait, all specs. Staff. Ring, staff. Want to agi staff? I think I just want to go for the trinket. I want to get agility staff? No, well, not necessarily. Actually, it looks like it doesn't really matter what I go for. If they said the Mage Tower would be leaving Dragonflight or not, no, I think Mage Tower is going to be permanently up. I think that's why they decided to do like a time walking version of the Mage Tower, so they don't have to worry about any borrowed powers. Anything that's a borrowed mechanic, like tier sets, legendaries, all those things, everything is either scaled down or disabled. A lot of the borrowed powers you think of for Mage Tower, all of it is disabled. Am I summoning? I think I am. As soon as we got a healer, we'll be good to go. Honestly, grab the chamois maybe. Looking for trinket? Everyone is. Literally everybody is. Yo, they're probably gonna be, this is gonna be checking out my gear, be like, yo, what does this guy got? I swear to God, I'm gonna be taking big damage. Someone's gonna look at me and be like, why is this thing so squishy? Be like, oh, okay. But yeah, Mage Tower is permanently up. In Dragonflight, I think they might have to adjust the Mage Tower a little bit because of the way that it like plays out. It may play slightly differently depending on the encounter because class changes are gonna affect Mage Tower. The towns are probably gonna affect the Mage Tower quite a bit in terms of how we play our classes. So they may have to adjust it and balance it a little bit. But I don't think they should be able to change, should have to change it too much. I think the whole point was to try to make the Mage Tower a type of content that's like permanently available, and there's no really need to like scale it by not including any borrowed power mechanics into it, right? By not letting any borrowed powers be part of the Mage Tower experience, it makes it easier to tune the whole thing. Do other classes get anything from the Mage Tower? So every other class in the game, like as a class, you get your class appearance. Like for example, the Druid. Resummon? Okay, hold on. Just gonna resummon this guy. I want to show you the full appearance from like the Mage Tower for the Druid. Everybody basically gets the tier 21 recolor. Like the Tomb of Sagaris tier sets. Let me sell some of these things. They don't necessarily need. And then it's like low item level. So maybe I'll be able to do some of my Mage Tower appearances. But yeah, they can get the full Mage Tower set from it. And I kind of want a better weapon. I really could, I could do the Blood Oath one? Let's go. But yeah, you basically get the tier 21 set. It's like the Tomb Sagaris set, but a recolor of it. Okay, I think we're ready. I think we're ready to chat. So the Mage Tower should be able to stay. I don't really know how they're gonna do Mage Tower with the talents for our classes. Like I said, they may have to adjust it a little bit in order to make sure that it's like that the content scales fairly well. But because it doesn't have any borrowed powers included, so you don't have to worry about legendaries, you don't have to worry about like any other thing like that. It should be pretty easy to tune it. Like if let's say a certain class is missing a certain kit for the Mage Tower, like they didn't have before, then they'll have to adjust like the mechanics of a fight slightly if certain classes are all of a sudden struggling really, really hard. But they shouldn't have to. For the most part, they shouldn't need to. But yeah, every other class though, they do get a tier set or a tier recolor, and from Mage Tower, you also get a soaring spell tome. If you do every one of the challenges of the Mage Tower, your first pull, yeah, I'll tell him, yeah, hero first pull. We're just gonna go big on the left hand side. I'm gonna go full vent tier, and we're gonna hope for the best here, boys. First, I'm using the Druid tier set and the playstyle. This is gonna be fun. I'll try to keep him in your night fake for as long as I can. But if it just ain't working, don't be surprised. Yo, Bear slaps. What the hell is this? Wait, Bear owns. Yo, hold on. This is actually so good. Hold up. I still got a little bit of an incarnation. Hold on, 3 seconds of incarn, 2 seconds of incarn. Big AoE. Big AoE. Alright, out of incarn. Until we get Barksy back up. Oh, what the? I kill it real quickly. Beautiful. Wait, what is this, bro? Wait, this is actually fun. Hold on, I got a bit of a heal for myself. Shellcracker. Okay, it's coming back to me a little bit. This playstyle's coming back to me a little. It's coming back a little bit, boys. It's going back a little bit. It's returning. I used to play a lot of Guardian back in the day, man. Like at the start of Shadowlands, that was the tank spec that I started with. Was Guardian. Because of the ease of play. Look at that, I just bark skin I got incarnate. Oh, that guy didn't need to Guardian me. I have immunity. Bash? Crap. Alright, we're just gonna have to wait. Yo, this is so good. 50k DPS. I know. I really gotta move these bars on the left hand side though. But that's my opener, man. Incarnation is huge. So I don't have Incarn for a while, which kind of blows. But I need to at least maintain 1 stack of iron skin. That should be okay. I'll de-enrage him real quickly. Bash him? Never mind, Bash is down. I wish I had Incarn right now. If we kill real quickly, we should be alright. Oh, this is gonna be a Gigapull. Oh, big Gigapull here. Oh, this is gonna be painful. I walled this. Immediately walled this off. I'm gonna try to watch out for fish sticks. Okay, maybe I got one of these fish sticks off. I may have gotten one of them. No, I didn't. Okay, well I got... I thought I got maybe one. But I got none though. We got a second wall just for this though. Just kill her real quick. And then we're gonna do big... Actually, no big skippy. I guess we're just killing everything. I really gotta move these health bars. I will in a bit, chat. Do they pull more? Okay, well, we got big CDs if we need them. Do we need to? Oh, we kinda do. You know what? I'm gonna just incarn. I'm just gonna incarn. Full vent here. Just to make sure we're actually healthy. Oh, damn it. Trying to kill it. Ah, come on. I'm just focusing on just spam and thrash. It's so tough. Ah, come on. Please. Please. Okay, actually just tanky. Is this like healing and sanguine? That would be super unfortunate. Bash? Nice, got one. Oh, I can't see where the sanguine is at all. Roar? I'm just gonna walk him away. I'm walking him away. I'm walking away from the buff. So at least they're not healing from it anymore. Yeah, I can thrash. I need to do a better job walking him out of sanguine. Also gotta de-enrage these guys the best I can. Yeah, is this me or am I just having the hardest time seeing sanguine puddles? I feel like it's me, man. I think it's actually me. Alright, are we good? Okay, hold on. Let me move these bars then. There we go. They're a little out of the way. Because the tank I don't really just see my party that well. Anybody got, I got Roar. I used Roar a little early. That's okay, we just killed that guy anyway. Please. Okay, I'm really bad at this. Moving him with Sanguine is just impossible. Or really, I have a hardest time with it. Okay, we're gonna pull these guys. Try to give myself a heal. Bash for a second. Pull him in the corner. That's a little safer. We're gonna wall just in case. Okay, now we're chilling. Ursoc or Sleeper? Ursoc. I don't have the Sleeper one. Which one is better though? But I guess I think it's the better legendary. Do you think Sleeper is better? Is that the more meta one? Because I'm just rolling Ursak just because that's what I'm used to. I feel like just having a tanky legendary is probably a safer choice. But I don't know which one is like better. You know what I mean? I just don't know which one is actually like better. Maybe one of them is like miles better than the other. I just wouldn't know. Nice. I'll just zoom out here and I'll pull him into the room if I need to. It is corner strat that I have to do as a tank, but it is safer to do this way. I guess it should go in there and just do RP. I think next time these guys are doing their stormy thing, I'll just walk in so we get the RP rolling. This was very, very hard to compare to the Legion. Yeah, I mean, the legendaries wouldn't have those. I think it's a decent amount of challenge. Like, it's not impossible. People have been able to do it. But it definitely is a little bit harder than the Legion version, because Legion had all those tanky legendaries you could play, and like the scaling, you just outgear the whole content. I think what they wanted to bring from the Mage Tower though is the challenge of the Mage Tower, not just like the experience of the Mage Tower. I think they wanted to keep the challenge aspect rolling as well. Alright boys, y'all ready? Okay, full thrash. We're just thrashing, boys. The game's like defensive, but I just have like 5 stacks of iron fur. I have like 10,000 armor, which is what? How much? 80% damage reduction physically? I take like so little damage, dude. It's actually insane. Okay, well I got both of them. Do they with stun? Nice. Okay, now we're out of defenses. Now we actually gotta play the game. Alright, let's see what we got. It is or blue, purple, yellow. Orange, blue, purple, yellow. Orange, blue, purple, yellow. Roar. Orange, blue, purple, yellow. Orange, blue, purple, yellow. Got it. Beautiful. I think I have to figure out for a second like what I mean by all these letters. I think it's just somebody spells that out for him. Needed 300 pulls on the disco MT. Really? For discipline? I definitely had to do a few of them for discipline, but I don't know if I had to do 300. This guy definitely found to be a little bit challenging, but it's really ended up being, at least in my opinion, from my experience, mostly all about that managing resources, managing defensives. Mostly about managing defensives. Yeah, Baron feels pretty good to play, actually. I forgot that this feels really, really good. Trying to pull aggro from afar, though, is not easy. Just gotta thrash. I mean, wall. Alright, let's see what we get. Dude, DPS of this group is fantastic, by the way. Orange, blue, purple, yellow. Is it the same pattern every time? Orange, blue, purple, yellow? And it's just like, that's just going to be every single time? Or is it just we're just lucky? Can't even tell. Dalaran, please don't rot your life for playing the game. No, what game should I play, my guy? What game should I play then rot away? What game should I play then, my guy? What do you think is a better game to run my life, play it away? Or is it all games in general? What the? Back when you had to kill him first, warm his disc, now you have to kill them both at the same time because I'll do it. Well, so technically you can kill the guy and then try to outlive the worm, but it's harder, I think. But yeah. Yeah, I think it is right now you do want to kind of kill him very, very evenly. Although as a priest, I feel like it's pretty easy. The only thing a hard time I had with is trying to deal with like a lot of the like the damage taken. Trying to deal with that. Alright, chat. We're just gonna go full Giga AoE. I don't know if, he didn't need to Guardian me. But I mean, if he wants to. Nice, good stun. As he's gonna start to die, I'll try to knock him back. Yeah, get out of here. Come over here. Yo. I didn't do as big a pull as I could have there, or as much damage as I could have, but it wasn't as big of a pull. Did we get the wrong one? We got the Vi? Oh my god, who grabs Vi? That was my incarnation pull on that. That was not worth. We gotta grab these guys. What's up, Chicago? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Imagine have 4 Mage Towers in one night. This is a guy, huge help. That's awesome, my guy. Let's go. Happy for you. I hope you got all the skins and all the transmog you wanted. Oh yeah, what challenges do? Which guys you said to get done? We gotta bash him real quick. Dude, Bear is so fun. It's like really effective. It's a really effective tank. And it's like pretty easy to get into. I think there's only one other tank that I would find like stronger in terms of the ease of play and the value you get for it. And it's probably would be I'd probably say it's like the Brewmaster. Because Brewmaster tankiness is like so passive. I don't have to fight him. Are you ready in jailer? Yeah, ready for jail, my guy. I am ready. I am ready. We're gonna be coming back to him tonight. This guy's just guarding me. He has no faith. Am I taking that much damage or something? Have I taken that much damage, chat? I feel like I've been actually pretty tanky so far. I think I've actually been pretty durable. But this man is just guarding me immediately. As soon as he sees something going on with me, he just, oh god, oh god, help him. Wait, okay, get out of here. I love that as a bear though. I can just kind of knock him back, like, get out of there. Get out of bud. Okay, let's get these guys. I don't know I have the, okay, I got thrashed for a bit. I got income for a few seconds. We can just stack up a big heal. A big absorb. Is the Brewmaster squishy tank? No, I think they're pretty squishy against magic damage, but no, they're one of the tankiest classes right now. They have passive tankiness. Like, you don't actually have to do anything in order to be tanky. You just gotta passively heal. Yeah. Kill these guys a little more evenly, boys, if you can. Ah, that guy gotta die. Try to walk him out if we can. Alright, everybody ready? Go on this wild ride. Wild ride. Give me that herb relic. Give me that herb relic. Give me that herb relic. I'm literally gonna maul that thing if I have to. What the? I was gonna say for a second. Is he facing me or what? I think I got him actually. Was it pirates there, or was that just me just accidentally hitting it right? I didn't even look in the right direction. Did I kill him? Oh no. Close. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to do something about these guys. Nice. Good route. I'm gonna get hit. Take a bark. Try not to go him super far. Okay, I guess like I could just get knocked back. So we'll just keep him here for now. Okay, I can't really do anything to him. I'm firing the boss. I really wish I had like the AoE roots or something. I think that would have been really good for this. But it's okay. Waddle him. Backpedal a little. Keep him here. Roar. I think I got it wrong. Yeah, I didn't really get it right. I wish you could root while in bear form. If you could do that, I'll be rooting them while I'm just tanking the boss. Maybe hits him. Oh, that's it. Our healer's dead. So I'm gonna need to res him. Or not. That guy's just dead. The boss is dead. Hold on, I can just get you up. Normally. Where's my res? Oh, never mind, I got him. Wait, no, don't do that. Hold on. Revive. Yeah, don't take a B-res. It took me a second, dude. I need to put revive on my bars. It's somewhere on my bars. I don't know where. Now it is here, but it wasn't there before. But there it is, boys. Brewmaster's tank, if you can pull huge gear smashes. Yeah, it's really good. It's got a lot of self-heal right now and played a big health pull. Guard is also still really effective. Or like the original Guard, it's like Celestial Brew. But it's not as good as the original Guard, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, let's just pull him back a little bit. I have Incarnation coming up very, very soon. So I think I want to do like a giga pull. I want to do a big pull, dude. Can we go like really, really big? I think these guys would like a big pull. Roar. I want to go big. Big? Big pull. Okay, okay. Because I can do big. I can do big. I just need to be able to pull them all together real quickly. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm hitting the right relic. Apparently we are, though. Alright, chat. This is a huge pull right here. This guy's going to be the only one that can even do anything. Alright, they can do anything. Kill her. If you can, kill her, kill her, kill her. Ah, knock you out of there. Knock you all out of here. Good, 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 good. Kill the casters if you can. Oh god, please, walk. Ah, okay, at least I interrupted him. Alright, that'll work, chat. That'll work. That'll work. That guy has a little bit of health on him. I want to get you out of there. Yeah. Oh, that was fun. That's fair for you. Looks like Druid taken. Dude, it's so good. It is actually so good. It is, I think, one of the new player-friendly tanks. Because it's like, it doesn't have the most complicated rotation, which means like you can just keep track of like mechanics and stuff much easier. I always recommend this class for just about anybody who's like first getting into tanking. The Druid is just a fantastic choice. Rest of Druid is good. Boomy is generally pretty good. Guardian's really, really good. Like Restoration Druid is just simply reliable. Like really, really reliable. Bear Druid is just, it's simple rotation. Simplicity at its finest. My man's about to get slapped. But he's a warlock, so it doesn't matter. Literally any other class. If it was Hunter, dead. Warlock is fine. Oh, we got a Marksman Hunter, by the way. I thought it was like BM or Survival. You can do huge fortifying bruise as well. Huge ox damage. Yeah, you definitely can. Yeah, Brewmaster is just like, what's good about it is its passive tankiness. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to maintain it. You don't really have to press a button to be tanky. You just gotta stagger. A lot of it just happens passively. You don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, we got ourselves the boss. Percent. Oh, we gotta like 2-chest this? Probably, right? There's warlocks. Let's see if we can focus on that herb buff. Huge. Try to thrash him for a bit, get some aggro. Huge. Does he want to do that, or does he want me to do it? I'll keep him in this buff for my hunter. So I guess healer's doing it. Alright. Sometimes healer's like, oh please, can somebody do it? Can't tank, can you drag the boss over? Which I'm fine doing it. To join the stream, I have to say the Protection Warrior feels so bad, man. For me at least, I think it was throwing with 13 earlier was horrible. Yeah, Protection Warrior does take a little bit to get used to, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Protection Warrior definitely does take a little bit to get used to. I feel like they definitely need to adjust this playstyle for that class. Because if they could do that, that'd be awesome. It just, I think what's weird about it is because you're playing the Devastator auto attack build, right? Which does not feel nearly as good. Like, it's effective, but it just does not feel as good. If that makes any sense. Demon Hunter friend, you're gonna get slapped if you hang out by the boss. The boss will auto attack somebody. And we'll do the same strat. We'll go take the boss to the corner afterwards. Just got a cat form over. I want to go full. Yeah, we'll do a thrashing. We'll do thrashing. We'll do damage. I think if they could adjust Warrior, kind of like the adjusting Death Knight with the talents, Warrior could feel fantastic. Warrior could actually be one of the best feeling tanks in the game, I think. I think it has the potential. Okay, it's about all the damage I had. Just gonna thrash and Barkskin. Just so the healer doesn't have to worry about me. Okay, well, healer, watch it, watch it. Is he still out there? Okay, just watch out, my guy. I got plenty of self-healing. Don't worry about me. Just you survive. There you go. Beautiful. And we could roar everybody. Do 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 do. Trying to make sure my thrash is still on the boss. Gotta get a heal. The bot kind of slaps around, doesn't he? Kind of slaps around. I remember trying to heal this one time and there was a tank that barely pressed Iron Bark. It's almost like it was a challenge. It's like to try to press as little as possible. I don't know why. I doubt the guy did it on purpose. I think it was just maybe just new to tanking. It was like a 13 or something. They just probably didn't know. I remember like struggling. Oh, healer friend. I'm gonna bark skin this. Oh, you're dead. Okay. Focus DPSing, boys. Focus DPSing. We can just kill. Just kill. Forget about mechanics. 10 seconds. I think we can do it. Yeah, we can. Just kill. Kill. Ah, kill! Oh, come on. I was gonna say, like, how are we not gonna kill this? How are we not gonna kill this? That'd have been funny. Nothing. Unfortunate. Maybe the hunter got his Salias? Pog weapon, huge! There's so many rotational gaps that are running out of rage. Avoiding the reason, boom, I'm in danger. And if I'm in danger, I have nothing to get back at a healing line. Yeah, as a warrior it is. So you shouldn't run out too much rage, just because as long as you get an attack, you should be able to generate plenty of rage. But yeah, your cooldowns, like once you get your tiers specifically, I think you end up getting like a lot more value out of it. Because you have a good uptime of at least damage. Rage, I never really struggled with rage though as a warrior. But I'm interested to see like what kind of build you got going on, what kind of gear you got going on. Maybe they have like very low haste. Maybe that could be a problem. Maybe they have like very low numbers of haste, which would be impacting like your performance and overall like output. Dude, this tank was fun, by the way. I forgot how fun druids are. I know they're not really considered like the pushing class, but man, this was cool. The reprisal protection warrior feels a lot smoother. Legendary fixes everything about it. That's true. Do you have your Lego? I guess is another question. Because I'm already assuming you got your Lego. I gotta set my Hearthstone, by the way, chat. I gotta set my Hearthstone somewhere in Ouroboros. I thought I did. I swear to God, I thought I did. I thought I went there last time, but I guess I didn't. Unfortunate, man. Blizzard, please, dude. Blizzard, can we please just get Dragonflight already, man? What's going on, dude? Please. Please, can we just get Dragonflight already? The patience, man. I got none of it. I don't want to wait anymore, man. Just give me Dragonflight, bro. Please. Just give me Dragonflight, man. I need it. Because you gotta launch, man. Especially if they want to release expansion by the end of the year, man. Alright, chat. In season 4, I'll see if I get my little pair of warrior into rating. Got a shard and old warrior soul. Oh, that's huge. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And the good weapons from Nathria. Yeah, then Gavel and Fury, hopefully Jesus. Dude, yeah, I think that's what you're gonna have to play. The problem with that though is you'll only be able to pick like basically you'll be able to gear out one spec because you'll be limited, at least right now on PTR, you're limited in how many of these items you can buy from the vendor. I don't think you can buy every single one of them. I think you're limited to just 3 of these items. You have to choose between the weapons, the trinkets. So like if you want to play Fury, you'll have to probably go with a Jailer's Gavel, and then you have to go with a Jathus. And if you want to play Prot, you'll probably need to go with like a Prot Tanky Trinket. But unless they change it so that you can buy any of these items as much as you want to, it's just permanently vendors for bad luck protection, which I think would be a better way about it, honestly. I think just having some kind of vendor with bad luck protection would probably be better. Maybe they could have like one for Mythic Clusters as well. But we'll see. Yo, Dad, what's up, Colin? Hey, my man, hope you have a good one. Yeah, reprisal does definitely help. I mean, if you're insane next season, Gavel, Jathus, yeah, all the way to Soul. Dude, exactly. It's gonna be ridiculous. Rogues too, double Sylvanas daggers immediately, and then you just have them maxed out off the bat. Or as Owl, you would go for that Gut Ripper, which is really good for single target. 100 IO off of KMS. Let's go, my guy. Or KSM. KMS. That's a whole other acronym. Over so is a must. Then I think I'll get the shard sheet death ticket. Then Gavel no matter what. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what you would have to go for. I mean, you can still get Jathas from killing bosses on Heroic. It's just if you want to have a guaranteed items, you can buy them from the vendor, and eventually you can upgrade those items to Heroic and even Mythic quality. Yeah, it's a whole other acronym. Yeah, that's might be. Alright, chat. Which character do we do next? We got the Death Knight. We got us as the Hunter, boys! Death Knight, Hunter. Or, what am I feeling like, dude? Should we do Dal Fox? Should we do Dal Fox, man? Or Warlock? You know what? Let's do this. Hunter, DK, or Warlock. I feel like slapping out big damage, boys. Big damage. I don't care about tanking. I just want to go in and do damn. I just want to go in and just throw it down. I'm still watching out for like the WoW news section and WoWhead, dude. If they have anything about Dragonflight on there, man. If they got anything, now would be the time to release it. DK, Warlock. Mage Tower with the Bell set looks so much better than the Maga Orc. The Mage Tower set on the Bell. For which class, Jake? But yeah, some do look better than others. Warlock, DK, Warlock, dude, it's a switch. It's a flip between the DK and the Warlock. Which one would you guys want to see? Which one would you guys rather see? Some DK gameplay of Frost, Cleaven as the Night Fae with two-hander? Or Warlock, hopefully big Giga Pulls, big Rain of Fire AoE. Hunter, my bad. Oh, the Hunter set on the Mage. Yeah, it does look really good on Hunter. On a Blood Elf, I mean, they look good on both, I think. I guess it depends what aesthetic you like. But the original set looks good on either one, I think. They sell really good looking sets in general. You should do some raid with a DK, jail a weapon for Heroic is massive. I really should, man. I really should. I know the weapon is massive. Everybody that's a strength class right now uses it. I'll probably end up getting it in Season 4, though. I'll definitely get it in Season 4. So I'm seeing a little bit more of a DK, so I think we'll do DK chat. I'm seeing a slight lean towards the DK. DK is fun anyway. Hopefully we can get it in key. I have a decent score in this thing, but usually I do the keys on a Blood DK. Though there were a handful of times where I did do Frost, and it's so fun. I just always have an issue of like, am I gonna get them better or not? Let me go throw some of these garbage items, by the way. These garbage Azurite things in the bank real quick. Get rid of them. Yo, just theory. But what if they test more things on the system like the last boss of Sepulchre 9-2? And they want to do that in the expansion scale, hence why Alpha is not here yet? Bro, I don't think that would be a good idea. If that's what Blizzard is trying to do with this expansion, and they're basically just trying to be like internal testing, I don't think that's a good idea. I think it needs to be similar to I think it is this expansion needs to be similar to patch 9.2 testing. It needs to be thorough and everybody needs to see it. Nope. Whole new expansion. Nope. I don't think they'll be able to get away with that. I don't think there'll be a lot of trust if they did that. I think like every other expansion, we need to see the alpha, we need to see a beta, we need to see that iterated process and seeing how they're improving things little by little. I think that needs to be there. I feel like they won't be able to get away with that. I'd be very surprised. Hey, down from work. What's up, Chris? I do my man. I'll be having a good on my guy. People have asked about that. So I know that some people do like the idea of like, hey, we don't want to know everything about the next expansion. And I totally understand the whole idea of like being surprised by everything that's new instead of like being spoiled and knowing exactly everything that's going on. I feel like systems like talents, classes, content needs to be tested, right? Leveling needs to make sure there's no bugs, visual bugs, issues, performance issues, PC issues, stuff like that, right? That needs to be tested. PvP needs to be tested. Any bugs that they don't catch usually when they do their own testing need to be tested. They did a fantastic job with 925 and the story elements they added, right? With the Lordaeron and stuff. That was cool. Surprising. No one expected it. It was awesome. Great job. The last three bosses of Sepulchre generally worked pretty well, except for Jailer, who had like a buggy mechanic and you could bypass it if you had the mage and you had the Ventier, Mirrors of Torment. You could like cancel Jailer's heal mechanic and then have to adjust it or whatever. But basically people killed them with a bug and Blizzard never fixed the bug because they were like, well, I guess we're not going to fix that mechanic at all, whatever. Right? Like for the most part, there were minus a handful of bugs. They weren't anywhere as bad as like SLG though. SLG was a disaster back in Castle Nathrium. That fight was bugs after bugs after bugs. Like guilds literally couldn't progress the fight because of bugs. They basically had the fight dead, but they couldn't progress because of bug. Bugs just wouldn't let them. So it just would be like bonus mechanic that you can't bypass. What's up, Joe? I do, man. Hope I'm good, my guy. Yeah, I'd be very surprised. Like, can they do well without doing any beta and alpha testing? They could probably do okay. But I think it would be a safer, much safer play for all of us, them and us included, if they had a proper alpha and a proper beta, like proper testing. That's what we really need. There's no way. I feel like there's no way. If they did, I feel like they should have announced that too. I feel like if they said that hey, there's not going to be alpha, there's not going to be beta, they probably should have announced it if that was the case. I mean, maybe that's what they're doing. I'd be very surprised, but maybe. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for like consumables. I'm looking like a flask. Here we go. We'll get one. These things are not really down in price anymore. These are pretty good in prices. Dude, I can't wait for the cross-region auction house, by the way. Next patch, next update, because that actually is going to be really good. That's good. I don't know why I consumed that quickly. I probably should have waited until I found a dungeon, but I already shook one down. I guess I gotta find a key real quick. What key do I have? What's the worst we can do? Halls of Tony, boys. Streets? Yo, I'm enjoying the streets. I'll do streets. I don't think they like me, but I'll do streets. I wish I was a venti on this thing. Are you gonna play a good game? What game is there out there that's good? You know what game that I haven't played though that's actually fantastic? Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, Divinity Original Sin 2, Baldur's Gate. I've been enjoying watching progression on that. V Rising was pretty fun. Right now, I don't think there's any like big games out there, right? What's the game that everybody's playing, man? Sure. Yeah, those are really good. There's a big Cannibal Barrage on Outlaw Rogue. I don't know. I feel like the ability was just like there. Just for like funsies, but I don't think they're actually gonna like be a thing. Right? I think they added it, but I don't think it would like fit the class all that well. Like it was okay, but it wasn't like, you know, anything special, I guess. Is it me? I don't know. It didn't really get usage. We never really got to play with it. It never really got buffed to the point where it became meta. It was fun. It was funny. It was like, oh, that's cool. But it, like even visually, like it's supposed to be like someone a ghost ship behind you that fires cannons. You never saw any ghost ship. You just saw cannons dropping in, which I guess is pretty cool, and I guess you could just like imagine it. But it just was an ability that was like, you know, meta. So I just can't really imagine like us using it. There's the Chronic Wakes and stuff. There's also Gambits. Do DOS. Just tell them Night Fate DOS. I feel like DOS is like one of those keys where pugs. I just always am like, I'm not sure about them. Right? That last key we did, Gambit, fantastic. A lot of people do that key. But DOS on Tyrannical, that's why I feel like people are sometimes shaky. Some groups, fantastic, no issues at all. Others, maybe we should just sign up, dude. Maybe we should just sign up. They'll be like Night Fate. Have we done a DOS? I haven't. Also, Tony, I haven't either. So maybe I need one of those for score. Halls of Atonement 14. I don't want to do 14 if I can help it. Don't really care which key I do. Helping a friend. Helping a friend. I like helping friends. Do you play a hunter? I do have a hunter. I haven't played him this week though. I do want to get a key down on this character or that character. Probably as a marksman. I just recently got the marksman Lego. So I definitely want to give it a solid try. Let's try streets. I'm sure they won't take me though. Probably gonna want Giga score or something. Beat the timer. So what is the difference between standard and beat the timer? Like +3, +4? Like really get like speed run it? Because completion makes sense. Standard is just like, hey, we're just gonna do a key. Just gonna do a standard. I guess it'd be the time if you're just trying to get like prog or score. Try this one. I'm pretty sure those guys declined me before. How's about Tony? Let's try that too. I'm trying to get whatever keys I can that will give me like a decent score out of it. But I can't, I guess, find that many. I'm in DOS. Works. We'll take a streets. Pretty sure it'd be the time it's just on the gear. It's just on the gear people. So it's just like on the gear people that are looking to get carried, and they'll like beat the timer. So it's like expectation that you're gonna be trying to speed run this as best as possible. I mean, that could be the case, but isn't beat the timers like you would expect for the people in that group to also be like giga pullers? So like you gotta go giga fast and you expect for everybody to be giga geared. What kind of sound do you think they'll release next? Dude, I'm hoping they do Rogue. I'm hoping to do Rogue or Hunter or Major Warlock, like a triple DPS class. I'm really hoping to do one of those. Because so far we've seen hybrid classes, right? We've seen Priest, we've seen Death Knight, we've seen Druid. So you can get a mix of like a hybrid of like a DPS tank or a DPS healer or a DPS healer range melee with in terms of Druid. I really want to see like a triple DPS to see what core choices are going to give to that class and what each spec is going to give us flavor. I'm really interested because with like when you have Disc, Holy, and Shadow, already I'm thinking like all the priesty abilities, a little bit of Shadow, a little bit of like Mind Bender, so like getting Mind Games and getting like a heal, getting Absorb, Reflect ability, and then also getting a I'm gonna try to. Is this the same guy? Did I just do a queue with this dude? Hold on, did I just do a queue with this guy? It looks like the same Warlock, bro. It looks like the same Warlock. Did I not do a queue with him just now? Hold on, wait, what about this guy? Oh, he's a dwarf. I was gonna say, what if that goes with Lightforged? Because I swear to God, I just did a kid with a Lightforged that high. How you doing? What's up, guy? My man? Hope you have a good one. Mage? Yeah, Mage would be awesome to see. I'm just interested to see what they will do for the triple DPS classes. You know? Like, healing DPS, I can see like, you know, hybridy. Hybridy stuff is gonna make the way into like the gameplay. Or into the choices, rather. But like a pure DPS, I'm really interested to see what the pure DPS option is gonna be. Very, very interested. Doing fantastic, man. How about you? Maybe some classes still don't get full talent trees and they don't have an alpha with no talents. We'll see. I'm pretty sure they have like I'm pretty sure they have a working talents, but they're probably like doing iterations internally and they're still adjusting them and stuff. But even if they have alpha, just like okay, so if we have alpha and they don't have all the class talents finished, just let us play the classes that are finished, that do have talents that we can test. Just let us play those, because then at least we can engage with content, right? We can engage with content, look for bugs, search for stuff like that, look for any obvious issues. Like, even if you can't test all the classes, it's still going to be very, very useful in alpha just to be able to play something. I did a queue with him. Yeah, I was thinking for a second, like, that looked pretty similar. Alaman. Wait, his name is actually very, very similar to Alaman. Oh, Amana. Never mind. It kind of looks similar for a second. What's a guilty of mine over there? Alaman. I'm trying to see if I can say my Remorseless Winter. Or not Remorseless Winter, but the Ruin, Hunger and Ruin weapon for a little bit later. Big cleaves though, boys. Alright, so we're not going to be able to see our abilities in a bit. Unless I kill real quickly, which I think I'll try to focus on I'm a young that support officer for ya. Yeah, I'm a young man. Nuke down real quickly. AMS this. Give me buff. Oh, is beating my ass. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. I want to go big pull, but I don't know if I should do with I don't know if I should do this with right here. Maybe I just wait and do a big pull next one. I'm thinking do a big pull after this. I think that'll be a little bit better. So we're just gonna go super, super light. We did decent damage. And then hopefully he does a big one. Groups them up. Because then I can go real big. I can go real big. Go big. That guy's just saying sanguine. That's not good. Okay, now we're Gucci, boys. Look at this. Dropping Nez down. Hold on. Big AoE. Big slammers. Big slammers. And dragon. Yeah. I don't want to focus on the guy that's low health. I kind of want to even him out a little bit. Just even him out a little bit. I want to hit the guy that's like higher health. Yoink him out. Ah, I'm gonna die. Unless you live. We're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. Those guys are gonna have to... Okay, one got a shield, that's fine. They're kind of standing next to each other. And they do need to get kind of put... Yeah, there we go, there we go. I was gonna say, they kind of do need to get put together a little. That shield gotta go. Can't buff it. Can't grip him yet. Let's just yoink him out. Yoink him through. Kill him real quickly. Can't slow that guy down, but I can slow you down. I'm trying to see if I can just slow him off with the take, because he keeps running back from him. Like he doesn't have like CDs or anything. But maybe he doesn't. Huge. Alright, that was a hell of a pull. The Warlock is struggling though, he's DC'd. So eventually he won't be on Sanguine though. What makes you say that, lol? He'll be back in a bit. I think we're doing okay. With the Warlock, this would be a very faster pull though, but it's alright. I'm getting beat up? Okay, okay, I have IBF. Oh, I am gonna need IBF. Ah! I didn't notice my health dropping that fast. But I think he was beating my ass though. De-shield them real quickly. No mind. I was gonna yoink him, but apparently not. So that guy's actually just full on DC'd. Would you just do ads? Yeah. Okay. Big AoE. AMS. Blind. Huge. I don't have dragon yet, which is unfortunate. This would have been a perfect time for a dragon. Try to keep the high health low, or... Nice. So line of sight in those guys actually just causing them all just to get out of their way. Okay. Alright, I guess we're just gonna try this. Because, I mean, we could try the boss. But I'm pretty sure this group is gonna split if this guy doesn't come back soon, man. I'm pretty sure this group is gonna split if this guy doesn't come back. Hopefully he's not come back on soon. But DK having so much fun in Utility CC Dragonflight. Yeah, it's gonna be really good. I'm excited also for the damage options for Blood DK too. I think it's gonna be really fun. I also looked at Unholy. I think Unholy is gonna have like a Giga auto attack build there too. It definitely is gonna have a huge execute build, with most of your abilities doing like what 30% more damage, just because the target is low on health. It's gonna be incredible. It is gonna be literally incredible. Although for Frosty, I was hoping there'd be a lot more like new talents in there, a lot of like new ideas. It's a lot of like very similar Azeroth traits and such. Did I get not back yet? Are we just gonna 4-man? I mean, I think we could probably 4-man this dungeon. Yeah. PCD. Giga auto attack. Yeah, it's gonna be massive. Because the auto attacks also proc you like a ton of yeah, give him like a minute or so, or drop to 15. I guess you could drop it to a 15 and pick up a DPS. 15. With these. He's saying 15. He's saying get rid of that guy. I'm okay with that. Hey, what's up, Tony? My man. Hope you having a good one, my guy. Hey, I'm the Warlock, my game died. Oh, was it you? Hold on. Lock says game died. Are you gonna be back? Because these guys are thinking of resetting to a 15, my guy. I didn't realize that was you. I didn't realize that was you. Sorta. Hello. They're like, you know what? Try it. Okay. Try to see if we can get back in. There, I think I'll switch it to a 15, my guy. They dropped you. Okay, well, if you come back fast enough, we can just maybe get you back in. Because they're thinking of doing this to the 15. They're thinking of run again. I think I'd run it back. But if you get back in, and you find the streets, rip, yeah. If you get back in fast enough and you find the streets, I can be like, oh, he's back. Should be good now. I didn't realize it was you, my guy. So that was you from the last dungeon then, yeah? You were on my last key? Is that what that was? Because I didn't even realize. But yeah, we ended up, after ADC, we ended up clearing basically a majority of the mobs, and we were like waiting for you for a bit. Yeah? Okay. Because I asked at the beginning of the chat, like, is that the same Warlock from the last key? Or what? I didn't realize, dude. You should have told me you were in. Should have told me that's you. I would have told him to like, yeah, wait, give him like 5. I didn't realize that's my B. But we'll see what these guys end up picking. Or they'll end up waiting long enough. If you're back by then, they should be chilling. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. What region to play on? I play on an A. I usually play in an A region. A warrior. Okay, so we got a guy. But yeah, I usually play on an A region. I do have a character for EU. Or an account for EU, so I can do the 5-500 duels over with the EU boys. And I really should try to find some time to level the character over in the EU. I keep saying it, I just haven't had the free time really at all. This has been a little bit tougher. But as soon as I have some free time, I definitely should. At this point, like, leveling 1 for Shadowlands? I feel like at this point I should just plan to level 1 for Dragonflight. I'm pretty sure I could just do an Evoker though. Just get a Evoker and just max that out. That'd probably be really fun. Is it too busy Dragonflight pre-purchase? True. I could do that too. At this point. I still need to pre-purchase a heroic edition, I guess, for Dragonflight though for EU, and I haven't done that yet. I was gonna do it for NA real quickly, and then I was gonna do EU at some point. But yeah, I guess whenever I decide to do that, I'll just do pre-purchase. Popping cooldowns right now maybe a little too ballsy. I probably should have saved. Because I'm not even dragoning here. And having a warrior DPS is probably going to end up pulling quite a bit of deeps too. So all the packs are going to die a lot quicker. Make sure we kill the Air Relic. Beautiful. Let's see if I can give us a big cleaver. Huge cleaver damage. So maybe next trash pack could do big AoE. Maybe. Oh, the pallet's popping off too. What the? Oh my god, actually more damage than I am doing. Yeah, do big, go big, go big, go big. Hell yeah.
Watch your step.
Oh, this is gonna buy so much quicker, boys. Actually going by so much quicker. Did you kill the jailer? No, we have not. We're gonna be going back at him tonight. We're gonna be doing jailer this evening. So if you guys missed it and you want to watch us kill him, hopefully we'll be getting him down, if not by this week, hopefully by next week. All depends on what we do this week. All depends how our progression goes by this week. Am I getting slapped by the or something? I feel like every time I pull a little bit of aggro, I'm pulling a little bit more damage than I want to. Ads, boss, mini boss. But no, so hopefully we should be killing him like sometime this week, or if not next week. Go for the best of boys. Imagine a novel called The Jailer. I don't know if they will do a novel called The Jailer, but maybe they'll do a novel to like explain the jailer a bit more, because it's still like very, not mysterious, but it's like not underwritten character, I guess the best way to put it, right? I feel like there's still so much about it that would just like doesn't quite make sense. So I feel like a jailer book would make sense though, like a book to kind of fill in some of the gaps between the lore of the guy. Oh my god, this is actually so good right now. Huge AoE. Oh, died real quick. Died real quick. Oh my god. Wait, that's actually so good. That's actually really, really good. Ah, my weapon. You ass. Lost my stacks now. Thanks, Zofex. Appreciate you. Is that on the warrior? Oh, you're gonna die. My guy, you're gonna die. A blaze storm? I guess that works. I thought I was gonna die. I thought that was it. Delegation on Hunter? Does he need to do anything? He's not actually getting interrogated. Did he feign death? Is it me? Well, he took my weapon, but it wasn't me. There we go. Yeah, my damage kind of went downhill after the burst. Doing the big burst, yeah. Big burst, big burst, big burst. Huge. I think I ate a trap. I must have. I probably shouldn't have popped cooldowns here. That feels like a waste. Unless he pulls into the next charge pack, then this is definitely a waste. He's still sanguine. I try to group him out. Okay, okay. Pull, pull, pull. Go, 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 go. Jail novel, the live that died novel. Yeah, for real. That's basically the novel for Jailer. He lived, he died. Because they were trying to set him up like the big bad of World of Warcraft that's been around since like the eons past or whatever. And I feel like maybe they did have an idea of like what they really want to do with him, and they just couldn't quite deliver. Maybe they really did have like a solid idea with Jailer. It just, due to like constraints, they just couldn't quite flush him out. Which is okay. Being a mage in the streets easy mode, yeah, for real. Yeah, mages are huge in streets. Especially with Spark coming up with the curse mechanic. Having a mage in your group is super helpful. I'll try to see if I can maybe get one more swing with a blit. Isn't that much you can ice block and biz? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, mages are incredible for this place. So you get square, I got the other one. Beautiful. Joe does not get completely explained in my opinion. It seems like cut short. I mean, at this point, like I'm okay with him being cut short. Like at this point, this led into the expansion, I'm okay with him being cut short. You know what I mean? Like, do we really care that much about his lore anymore? Now that Dragonflight is coming out, I feel like at this point, a lot of people are pretty okay with like, okay, let's get into the next expansion. You know what I mean? Like, would it be cool to get explanation about the jailer? Yeah, when it was like current content. Maybe. Dragon? Or maybe should have saved that for later. But I feel like it's about as good as I could do it. Not a lot of good spots to Dragon. Oh, the cat healed for a ton. Nice. Are we just big skipper? Big skippy? Big pull? That guy's doing something over there. Also, which one are we killing here? I'll just let him focus on it. I'm just DPS whatever. My god, they're just moving. Just moving. Super happy about Central Ghost's library being an important place to drag it out. Me too. I'm actually really excited to see what the whole blue Dragonflight part is going to be. Because having Caliga's get an updated model, you know there's going to be some story stuff with that. And I think it's going to be really, really interesting. Plus also have like the big bad. They have like what, a dragon that's like amalgamation of all the different Dragonflights, like a Hydra or something. Then there's like a big Galacron looking dude, right? There's so many like different bad guys you can have with dragons. There's so much like not really like in your face lore, but like stuff you can read about, or if you just read some of the quest text about like the history of dragon stuff. I think it's gonna be so much cool stuff they could do with it. Really, really excited for it, boys. I'm pretty sure that's not who we wanted, but that's what we got. I don't think anyone focused him at all. I think literally everybody just like everybody just not focused, everybody just cleaved. Because I know that I cleaved. Pretty sure the hunter did too. Or maybe they do this just so you can dodge. I doubt it though. Maybe. That's what Dragonflight is. Most of the big bads are random new things. True, it is also going to be a lot of new stuff too, isn't it? But yeah, they're not just the random ones either. I don't know, I felt like Denathi was good. Right, Denathi was kind of random, just kind of out of the blue. But I thought it was very well done. I enjoyed Danny. The Moss stuff I didn't think was bad by itself. I thought the Moss stuff and the Moss Warren and stuff like that, Jailer Forces, could have been really, really cool. Is it me? Yeah. I wonder if I can, I wonder with that mechanic if I can maybe like pre-AMS it just in case. Oh, this is gonna be a little sketch. Oh, he's not really in the corner, which I think it'll be fine. I can just do this. This advance is so good for this boss. It is ridiculous. I guess I'm doing the Pac-Man making the game. Into that. Just grabbing as many of these as I can. I won't have a death advance for the next one though. Okay, so I got a decent buff. 100% more damn. We're gonna be able to unleash the burst. As long as we don't die. Ah! I didn't like that for a sec. Alright, chat. Big burst. 100% more damage. As long as we get to stay in a nightfall thing. Hopefully. Did a dragon? Yeah, we'll dragon. I don't think that was worth it though. I don't think it was worth it. The dragon wasn't worth it, but also doing the whole Pac-Man mechanic wasn't worth it. I feel like my damage suffered more than it gained. I like the fact that the Eye of the Jailer was actually Odin's Eye and actually added some. Yeah, I really like that too. Like, it had so much potential to be like a continuity thing that tied Legion. And they tried to like tie Legion and Argus and all that together, but it just didn't really like... I don't know, I found the tie-ins between Legion and BFA a little bit more like, I guess the word is believable, than the Jailer and like Legion tie-ins. Oh god. My mans. There we go. That works. If you guys are doing this boss, you can just kind of have the ranged on the opposite side, and it'll always be like, what is it? They'll be tripped up to a melee, or chained to a melee. This we could just kind of send on the opposite side of this like little decorational node looking thing, this corner, and you'll just be basically pulled into a wall, but nothing will happen to you. RP, yeah, he's already doing it. He's already doing it. To be honest, the whole thing just felt like BLIZZ had no idea. Did every community could say they knew from the beginning? I don't know. I feel like they had an actual idea. I feel like they really did have a plan, right? I think they really did have a proper plan of what they wanted to do. I just think maybe due to like constraints, it was cut short what they wanted to do with the story of the Jailer. And I think they ended up basically cutting a lot of corners. And then we got this. I feel like it basically was like similar to Mass Effect. Because Mass Effect was fantastic at the very, very beginning. Very well done. But then the final edition of Mass Effect was not that great. And that's because they were really, really limited on a time window with EA. And like, the studio really wanted to make a good game, it's just that we're in a rush, so corners got cut here and there, and then the story really just got unwound at the very, very end. If you played Mass Effect recently, yo, awesome game. Definitely worth your time. And the Legendary Edition has basically all the DLC we need. It's so good. But it's like, I feel like it was very, very similar in that regard. It's like, very much like Mass Effect, because I recently replayed Mass Effect with Kren. But it's like, by the third game, you really do see like stuff starting to really like unravel a little bit. Like the characters were done pretty well, but like the overall story and certain parts just didn't really make sense. When you like really take a second like to think about it, it's like, I guess you should have killed that guy later for the haze buff. Oh, it's a sanguine. Oh, that is so toxic. I guess you could get a little bit of a haze buff. Less here? Yeah. Definitely make sure we kill an Definitely kill buff. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, now we can just kind of nuke down and we have the dragon. I did dragon a little early, but it's alright. It's okay. Could have been worse. Definitely gonna be quick with the packages though. Did he just immune on it? I think he is. Did it too early? No, he didn't. Or PC slabs? If we take Brewmaster? Yeah, it's really, really good. I enjoy it. Yeah, Brewmaster is really, really good. 4-piece is awesome. I agree. I'll go get the far ones. Can I not grab? Okay. Oh no, apparently can't. Anymore? Okay, we're chilling. Scrap machine? Argus Breaker the Arbiter? Yeah. I mean, I feel like it was a cool tie-in of like you have an Argus really discombobulate the Arbiter. But like, I feel like it just wasn't well explained. In the end, they were like, oh, that was Jailer's plan all along kind of mechanic, right? That was a Jailer's secret plan all along. It's to snipe out Arbiter through Argus. And it's like, what? What do you mean? How? I guess he just was. Boys. Got it. We could have hit the boys. I'm just gonna IBF, so then the healer doesn't have to heal me. Big plan, so you just do more damage. You just do more damage to the boys. Awesome. Well done, dude. Actually decent damage. 9k is not too bad. 9k is not too bad. 19k a blitz. Love it. Scrub. That's funny. Alrighty, how are we doing this? I know that you could do this mechanic here. So you could have somebody write it. What is it? Text? Books? You just write on here and you can basically do the mechanics this way. Isn't it books that way? Rare text? Oh no, this guy. That's a gem. Do you want to ride? Or can you not ride? You may not be able to ride actually. I'm gonna slow that guy down. Perma slow. Bodyguard in there's a guy. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-bum, bum. Still not want it? Oh, cuisines. Okay, so you need the guy with spices. Wrong guy. Oh, that's an alchemist. He's carrying Midas special spice. I feel like I get confused with these items all the time myself, honestly. Usually the keyword of like what you're carrying, or who needs it somewhere in the actual item name. Some people just have a weak aura for this place too. That tells you exactly who you gotta talk to. Pale flower. There we go. Alrighty boys, almost done with the dungeon. This boss, the last boss, and hopefully we get something good out of it. Now what a tank chicken from this guy. I don't think the tank chicken is good anymore. But I think I do want to grab the tank chicken just to have a tanky item. Or I could go for the sword, which I already have. Yeah, I think I want the tank trinket if anything. I don't want the DPS trinket from here. I don't think the master trinket is good. Although for DK master is a good stat, I don't think that trinket is good. That could be wrong. Huge. Imagine if these guys drop Sanguine. That would be so annoying. Big 40k DPS the boys. Huge blitz. I like it. Ow. Blind? If you blind these guys or CC them while they're trying to teleport, they kind of cancel out the teleport. That could be pretty big if you guys just want to keep them nearby. Makes it easier to deal with. I really gotta get a keybind for like extraction button, just so I can do the mechanics faster. Blasting this guy, dude. Blasting this boss, boys. Alright, huge. And the final boss. Hope you boys are all having a wonderful day, by the way, man. How you boys all feeling, dude? I'm exhausted. I didn't really get much sleep last night. So I'm so sorry if I've been a little bit slower today. But I've been just absolutely just drained, man. I haven't had much sleep last night at all. Actually, this week has been pretty bad for me in terms of sleep in general. I've just been caffeinated as much as possible. Just trying to stay awake. And after the rage night, dude, I just want to crash in bed, but I also got to get some work done. I would have loved for today to be like alpha day. That would have been a hell of a day, dude. That would have been a trip if today was the day of alpha. That would have been, I was prepared, dude, to just be able to stream the alpha and just like be sleepy the whole time. Yep, feeling great, man. Big step for it. Let's go, dude. Not too bad to ruin the Maga Oryx that had no cool concept, but ruined it. Wait, too bad to ruin Maga Oryx that had a cool concept? What did they do to Maga Oryx? What happened? What did they do to them? Like appearance-wise? Did they do something? Something recent? Or you just don't like what they did with them, like story-wise? Don't forget you go with one shot of whiskey? Yeah, I still do. I definitely still do. Blade. Where's he going? He's gonna divide us in a bit here. Down to stream the one shot, take two? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'll be down, my guy. Gotta get some whiskey first, though. I don't have any present at home. Or 6. I can do that. We can make it 6. And then I'm done. But then I'm done for the day. Actually, humble brag, boys, I can hold my liquor really well. That's the Russian side of the side of me, dude. 100%. That's what's gotta be, bro. It's gotta be. Alright, boss, don't screw us. Square triangle. I'm gonna kick. And hopefully the tank got the next one. Hopefully these guys know what's going on here. Okay, we don't have to kick that early, but that's fine. But just if we don't kick him, he basically just does nothing, just channels the ability. And as long as you actually land a kick, you're good. Our blast, and hopefully he doesn't go nowhere. Just keep him here. Don't go anywhere. Huge! Oh, boys, how do we do? 10k? Could do better AoE wise, but at least it's better than nothing. Easy. Huge. Anybody get anything good, boys? Anybody get anything good? Shield. That's huge. Packet protector. And a neck. I could use a better neck. I like a month I send you a bottle of clean whiskey. Loco, let's heal you. Proud from Ohio, let's go. Also a bottle of Screwball peanut butter whiskey. What the hell does a peanut butter whiskey taste like? Now I'm interested. What add-on is the most important add-on you have for your rogue? I think the most important add-on I got from a rogue would be like most important add-on. So one I consider the most important, or like one that makes it easier for me to play a rogue. I guess I could hop on Rogue real quick and I'll tell you what add-ons I would consider like important in order to get better. But like, I don't think you're gonna like the answer that I'm gonna give you though. Like, I could give you like a realistic answer of like what you should run in terms of like what helps me to improve my character, sim better, do better, perform better. But like the add-on that I enjoy the most from a Rogue, I don't think you're gonna like my answer. Let me hop on my Rogue for a second. Brother, it's hella tasty, just smooth whiskey taste and a bit of nutty peanut butter. That actually sounds fantastic. That actually sounds awesome. Allied race-wise, we bring them from the alternate dimension and stand in front of Orgrimmar, and they get no own cam district, anything cool, unique. They kind of blended in with the rest of the Oryx tribes, Marcel, you know what I mean? I mean, the Oryx, the other guys are Oryx, they're all part of the same, honestly. That's how I look at it. Like, do they really need their own tribe? Because they're essentially not even like a tribe of Magar. They're still Frostwolves, they're still Warsong, they're still like all those tribes, but they're just known as the uncorrupted Oryx, the Maghar, which is the name that they would kind of give them. Or maybe that's in their language is like the uncorrupted. But the add-ons that I use, that I would find like the most useful, So the add-ons I think are gonna be super helpful is like details, so you can track your damage meters, maybe like S Arena for arenas, weak auras if you use those, DBM mods for like raiding, Simcraft. But the add-on that I enjoyed the most is this right here, this health bar one. For PvE and PvP. I just love the fatty health bars. I feel like it helps me orient the game a little bit easier. In PvP, I can just tell what class they are immediately without having to look for buffs. It just helps me from like it's almost like I get driver's vision, right? My eyes just kind of center towards the center of the screen, and just seeing that color pop up in PvP just helps me like orient exactly what I want to do against that class specifically. It helps me. I think that's my favorite add-on on my rogue, but there's a lot of useful add-ons in general though. But that'll be my answer, Melvin. Like weak auras to help you track resources if you need it. I don't use them. Details so you can see the damage meter that can help you break down exactly what you got hit by in PvE or PvP, or how hard you hit your abilities as well. All that stuff helps a ton. Ratios wise, the game will reduce dot duration by 10% in short time. It's a curse duration though, isn't it? It's not a dot duration, so like a hex is shorter. Curses in dungeons are shorter, but then again, it's ratios. They're not supposed to be like game breaking either, especially passives. Short time random stab boost inferior to Orc Blood Fury. I don't know. I feel like right now, if you were playing in BFA or Legion, secondary stats were so much more valuable than they are right now. Primary stats are really important. Back in BFA and Legion, secondary stats, at some point primary stats were important, but then secondary stats took off. Secondary stats were way, way better than intellect. Especially in certain classes like Boomkin, it was mastery. Then it was versatility. Then it was crit. Then it was haste, or flip those two maybe. But master versa, haste, crit. At the bottom is intellect. They didn't need intellect at all. They scaled so well with secondary stats. Secondary stats were a lot more important. I guess what the problem is right now is like the randomness, but there were a handful of classes that could use every one of the stats. Rogues were one of them. Haste fantastic. Crit is for faster paced gameplay. Versatility is just a raw damage output, and rogues scale pretty well with versatility. Master just all damage increase since they changed to BFA. Demon Hunter technically would have been a good one, but they can be Magar. Mages, I think at some point, like I think it was if not fire, I think it was maybe fire or arcane, fire or frost. I think frost or fire basically got 3 out of the 4 stats that I like, and if you rolled lucky, you did good. You did a lot of damage. I think Warrior for a bit too. They had 3 out of the 4 stats that I like, so it was worth running as a racial. Most people just went like Orc because they PvP'd. Or they didn't like Troll for they rely on haste, which wasn't technically as good because I think Crit was better at the time. Or Master was better at the time. But it was like you kind of need to roll like a decent stat. So I think they went for more consistency. But at some point, Magar was really, really good. It all depends on the expansion too, right? If you like take a look at these races from like, how are they on Shadowlands? Oh, Maga is terrible? Yeah, if you play like, oh, any initial implementation of Maga was really, really bad. It's like, well, if you played back when Maga were originally added, back in BFA, for example, Maga was really good. Like at the end of every tier, there's always like a class or two that actually had Maga at top summon. And some people did reroll Magar, like for Rogues, Assassination again, really, really good. And that was like the go-to DPS spec for raids. Can Magar do more DPS based on luck and a regular orc if both of the races on cooldown? Can a Magar do more DPS based on luck than a regular orc if both of the CDs on CD? Like if you, let's say, have Magar and you have orc and you don't have their active racials, the damage that they do, I think it's about the same. I don't think they have any advantages in that regard outside of CDs. Did we speak about those priest talents? Idols all looks broken. Yeah, it looks insane. These idols look incredible. I'm excited for Idol of Yogg-Saron. I want to summon a monstrosity to cast for me, but Yasharaj looks amazing too, man. All these idols are good. Nazat idol looks good. Hell, even the Cthulhu, it's like the tentacle, but that still was good for a while. It was a really good legendary for a good while, so if they tuned it well, it could be really, really strong. Which hopefully they'll have it tuned well. That could be really good passively. That could be fantastic for like movement heavy fights where you just try to get a mind flip from time to time, so then you'll be moving but they're still channeling. If they proc a lot, that'd be great. What is the best play for War, your opinion? I think Orc is a fantastic choice. I think Orc right now is really good for like all kinds of content. They're good in PvP, they're fantastic for PvE. I don't know what is the best racial for Orcs right now. I guess we could take a look at Red IO. I don't think it makes that big of a difference though, but I could look at Red IO for like Mythic Pluses, for example. So you'll be able to play for M Plus for like Fury Warrior, for example, right? Let's say Fury Warrior. I don't know if you look at Arms, Fury, Prod, but like Fury will at least give us an idea, right? We got a couple of these boys, right? We got Agramand, who's a human Fury Warrior. We got BLIZZ, Night Elf. We got Timmy, who's also human. Tikva, which is an orc. Isn't Tikva like pumpkin? I think it is pumpkin. We got a High Mountain Tauren in here. But also, like, I guess in Mythic Pluses, you do have ratios that do it. Xanda. I mean, some of these guys are playing because damage is good. Maybe with someone with playstyle. Void Elf. But part of it is maybe the racial. Dwarf. You know what? Actually, top Warriors Fury, there's a variety. The only ones that I've seen stand out back to back is maybe double human. But there's a bit of variety so far. I don't mind that. Also, but there's a lot more alliance out here. Look at that here. Look at the alliance out here. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Hold on, this guy? Dwarf. A lot of them are good. I think maybe if you look at the Sims, like Blood Mallet, maybe some are a little bit better than others. Like if you look at Blood Mallet and you look at Fury Warrior and you look at the racials. Instead of soul binds, you do racials. And you can see Sims. These are like for single target and maybe some AoE, but like it's not perfect. Also, this website is really laggy today. Here we go. Void Elf is technically ahead. I am surprised, but apparently Void Elf is technically ahead. I don't know how. I think it's for the 5% more damage as shadow damage when you proc. Maybe that's why. Void Elf is really good. Dwarf is really good. Tauren, Gnome, Mecha Gnome, Human, Goblin. But like also the difference, you can see like there's a very, very tiny difference. I mean, if like, not even, what is it? Between Void Elf and Dwarf. What is that? Not 19 DPS. If 19 DPS in pure single target sim, which doesn't apply for all the fight situations, if that 19 DPS difference is huge for you, you should play Void Elf. Or not, you can play Dwarf, Tauren, Gnome, Mecha Gnome, Human, Goblin. Hell, you can play Valpera. You can play as low as Valpera if that's your preference. Because even then, what's the damage difference? Like 200 maybe in a pure optimal situation, which almost never happens. It just gives you a bit of an idea though. But I think Valpera wouldn't be the great for word just because the ratio's not that good. Nightborn also, you wouldn't really want to do it unless you just want to play for the looks. Undead also doesn't really have a great racial. You have a Fear Break, which you already have baseline. Orc is good. Drena is good, I think. For self-heal. High Mountain is good for knockdown. Dalaran is good for the, not self-heal, but the procs for your low is really good. Human for the Sunbreaker, which is actually useful in Mythic Plus in some raid situations. Mecha Gnome is actually good self-heal. Gnome, I think you have a Root Break, which can be good. Tauren is the AoE stun, also crit damage, which is really good. Dwarf crit damage as well as defensive. Void Elf for mobility and shadow damage. A lot of them are really, really good. Cool Tyrion for that knockback if you need it. That actually can be valuable. The difference makes a difference. Yeah, that difference makes a difference. It's so small. Like in the end, you really should just play what you like. Like that's not really gonna hold you back. I feel like any one of the top tier players. I mean, maybe like this is where racials really do make a difference. But I feel like most top tier players would still be able to perform really well even if they play something less optimal, like a racial that's suboptimal. They'd be able to do just fine. But it really comes down to personal preference. Like if you find a racial that's more useful for you, you should play that. If you just find DPS meters like these more impactful, if you feel like just it'll make you feel better just to play the most optimal thing right now, chase it, go for it. You know, whatever makes you feel like you're playing better. But if you just want to play for appearances too, you're not going to be that far behind, right? It's not going to be a difference between like 16k DPS and like 2k DPS, right? It's very, very small. Maybe the chance of Maga Ancestral Call and Master Versatility is higher. Keep doing those more than haste and crit. I wonder if there is like some kind of like thing about it, Marcel, where it's like depending on your current secondary stats, it gives you a higher chance to get those secondary stats. I don't know if there is some kind of like a mechanic. I imagine like WoW comments will have stuff like that. Take it down, no problem, my guy. No problem, play whatever you like, honestly. I really want to spin out and try different roles, you know? I'll always be able to play some hard at the meta. Dude, Owl is meta right now. Owl is really good, so Owl is kind of meta right now. I know he said F the meta, but Owl is actually getting a lot better. Like in terms of keys, like it's usually in the A tier or a B tier or an S tier sometimes. Oh, what happened? Wait. Yo, the Necrolord log got removed. I don't know what happened, but a Necrolord log just got removed. Oh no. Oh no. So there's some cheesy Chinese logs, by the way, boys, from that region. There are some cheesy Chinese logs that get yeeted out left and right from WoW logs. So recently a Necrolord one for 31 got removed. So I'm wondering if it was cheesy, but I guess we can't really tell. We don't even know anymore. But that used to be the comment that ran. Bro, honestly, I'm falling for Monk in general. Never get so much of a chance back in MoP. But I catch it up, it's hella fun. I thought my new main was gonna be a rogue, but tank heals though. Dude, Monk tanking and healing is really fun. It is awesome. It is a great class. I'm a big fan of it. And honestly, like, it just makes you feel like, man, you should have... I'm pretty sure you're like me, like when I play Demon Hunter now, I'm like, man, I wish I played Demon Hunter a lot more back in Legion, or I played Monk during MoP, because there's like so many cool things that they had back in MoP, and even like WoD, they had some unique abilities that you just don't get to experience now, and I really wish I knew how to play them back then. Same thing for like what Shadow Priest, I really wish I was more keen on that spec when it was like meta. I really wish I played Frost Mage and Kata. Apparently they were just monsters in PvP, you know what I mean? I really wish I got to play like the original like Dot Heavy Affliction Warlock too. Like it just makes me wish like, man, maybe one day, dude, maybe MoP Classic, dude, we'll go back and play those classes I'm meant to be. Skill matters more than anything else. Yeah, definitely skills very, very important. Like if you're thinking like, man, I want to play a good racial, what's gonna make me do more good damage? Skill, gear, right Lego, proper rotation are all at the top. And then like little things, like it's gonna be like little ways to chip away at even more damage. Ratios, conduits, maxing those out, for example, or not running wrong conduits or right conduits, but like getting them higher level, jamming up your item level, your character head to toe, consumables and stuff like that. You know, like really chipping away. Like those are the small things, but definitely like just rotation, practice, skill, gear, legendary trinkets, stuff like that is gonna be a pretty big headway. Drain Mana. Oh yeah, Drain Mana. That's another one. That's another one. Which, by the way, we saw that Drain Mana didn't return for Dragonflight talents. I wonder if they'll reconsider that and come add it like at some point later. Imagine adding that to disc. How cool would that be? I doubt that it would though. I think it's not an ability they want to bring into the meta right now though. Maybe they'll be PvP talent though. Hey, they removed some of the PvP talents for some of these specs, and maybe Drain Mana will come back as a PvP talent priest. They'll play to the mana gameplay, which could be interesting. I think they could maybe even adjust their damage to be like, you know what, slightly lower damage than other classes, but you're just slurping that mana up. You're slurping on that mana. Shadow Priest would be incredible. What is the best weak aura setup that you use? I don't really have a weak aura from a rogue, Melvin. I usually get weak auras for like certain boss fights. But if you want, I can give you the weak aura that a buddy of mine has. He's a rogue, and he has a weak aura setup for like when he plays rogue. I could give you his weak aura. If you hit me up on Discord, DM's always open. Join our Discord down link below, boys. I can give you his link to like his weak aura setup. It's like a full package. He made it himself, and I trust that guy. So I'd be able to send you that if you want to try it. You can. It's basically a whole thing. Size bus. It's set up for I think all 3 specs too. I know it's set up for sub. It's set up for assas, but I'm pretty sure it's set up for outlaw as well. Do you think Maka Orc is at the bottom of the race plus costumes because of the random result of racial with some RNG they could use high sim wise? Possibly. I think the only way to really figure out like best racials is to maybe read like guides for classes and read some of the racials for them for each class individually. I don't know if guides really do racials that much anymore. For like, let's say if I go Wowhead PvE guides and I look up Rogue and I look at best racials, I don't know if they have like a whole section of just like that talks about each racial, the advantages and drawbacks. But maybe. There's overview patch, best covenant, tier set, gear, talent builds, starter guide, mage tower, simulations. Maybe in Sims they have stuff. Oh no, just some websites. So they don't even in guides they don't really have like racials in there. Wowhead, PvE assassination rogue guide, racials maybe. I know they do for PvP, but I don't think they do for PvE. Not anymore, really. Yeah, because I don't think it really matters that much. I could be wrong though. Oh, they do have best ratios though. They do have like a section. They have the best, like Night Elf for the passive stat increases or Blood Elf for the arcane acuity crit. And then they also show like what's the data of who plays what. It just was like popularity. That's really about it. They don't really talk about all the racials. But I think racials really make such a small difference in the long run. Like, I'm pretty sure top tier like PvP rogues are back call right now. But it could be wrong. Let me look. Wasn't it like one of the top outlaw rogues a Magar rogue? Oh, am I wrong on that one? Freeze? Is he a Magar? It might be Maggie Orc. But I can't quite tell. Hold on, how can I tell? No, just a normal Orc, okay. Well, one of them has to be a Maga Orc, I'm pretty sure. Was it maybe 2v2? You guys can see it. Yeah. Normal Orc, normal Orc, normal Orc, normal Orc. Hold on, Drustvar is on the website I can look in. Drustvar. And Drustvar might be able to find what I need. PvP, top players, Rogue, Outlaw. I'm pretty sure there was one. Racial overrated? Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't worry too much about racials. Wasn't there top tier Magar? Wait, Nightborn? Let's go, dude. Look at that, boys. Nightborn. The worst racial for PvP. And this guy's slamming a 2700. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Alright, was that Gloosh? Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, where was he? I thought I saw Gloosh. No, Gloos, but close. Maybe that's his ult. I thought it said Gloosh for a second. Wasn't it Magar? Okay, so it's not Magar, but there's the Nightborn. There's a Void Elf. Actually, Zilvana, I think I know who that is. I think I met him before. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Okay, no Magar, but there's a Nightborn. There's a Nightborn. Look at that. So at least there's that, right? At least there's that. Melvin, gotcha, my guy. Let me see if I can find it. Who did I send this last time to? I guess there is Carl. And this is the main. Here you go, friend. Here you go, friend. My friend Carl uses these. And hopefully these work for you as well. That's his full setup though. That's his setup weak auras. Orc is broken PvP 20-second stun. Yeah, it's really good. Isn't it 10% now, or did I miss that? I think it was 10%. Maybe it's still 20. But yeah, Orc is really good for PvP. Even in PvP, it doesn't matter, just because it's more important to care about. Yeah, and they make a slight difference. I feel like when you're pulling for like the highest end game content, when you're going for like the BlizzCon championship, I feel like there's no point of not running Orc, right? Like if you feel like the other team got a lot of stuns in there, and you're like, man, I could probably die in a stun, I feel like running Orc makes the most sense, right? But honestly, it's whatever you find more useful for your playstyle, for your gameplay. I think that's what really matters the most. Livestream, by the way, awesome. Thanks so much, Melvin. Appreciate you, my man. Always here to help, my guy. But yeah, like if you're, I think though it only really matters. Racials really matter, like truly matter, when you're doing like some of the highest end content out there. Outside of that, like every class, every spec, every racial of every covenant has done a +20 key. So like, if they can do 20 keys, and everybody done a heroic raid. Maybe not as many killed Jailer heroic, but because the boss have been pretty difficult. But on average, most have done it. And they had at least 1800 in PvP. That's just like, I know it's not all equal, right? I know like 2K is a little bit harder, but like everybody has done 2K at this point. Just about every playstyle has been playable. Just about everything. So like, if players are able to push that pretty high up there to like the, what is it? Not 2K, 3K score. I get the hero achievement. Get 20s done. Honestly, I feel like there's nothing really should stop you from playing what you want to play. Again, unless you just want to feel like I want to make sure I'm playing like the most optimal thing because that's your gameplay, that's how you like to play, go for it, chase it. Or if you just want to play Magar and you want to improve Magar, my Magar. And you should make a forum post be like, yo, I think Maga could use a buff, dude. That's my favorite racial, although this is something a little more consistent. I think it's perfectly reasonable. Oh, it's a heavy nerf, this should be 2% max. Yeah, dude, imagine if it was 2%. Yo, a lot of people would be swapping to something else. If it was only 2% stun reduction, dude, people would have the freedom not to play Zug Zug. A lot of people will play like literally almost anything they want up. I'm sure there'll be something better than Orc afterwards, but like, yeah, that'd be pretty massive. You prefer 2s to RPGs? I personally prefer 2s, and I really like RPGs, like casual RPGs. 3s I think would be really, really fun if I had a pre-made, if I had a group to play with. But like, I'm not really somebody who pugs a lot. I don't really like pugging. I like playing with friends. That's the only reason why my rogue even got 2400. It's like, I was pugging. It was fine, right? But playing with a friend to 2400 is so much more enjoyable than pugging. I do casual like RPGs and like alts and stuff. I think they're really, really fun. Like RPGs and low MMR are very enjoyable on undergeared characters. But like actual pushing rating in arenas, I really enjoy doing with friends. It doesn't matter if we're like, I could literally be playing with a friend. I'd be just as happy pushing with a buddy to 2400 and beyond. Or I'd be just as happy playing with a group of guildies at 1800. I'd be just as happy. It'll be equal amount of happiness, dude. It doesn't make a difference to me. I just like playing with friends, man. That's all I care about. That's on stream I usually like ask you guys, like, yo, if somebody wants to pop in, like, what is it? We did Sanguine Depths. We're not Sanguine Depths, we did Spires. And like, yeah, the Spires was going kind of scuffed, and you guys were like, you know what, let's redo it. I was like, you know what, I just going to get 15. But I was having a lot of fun just playing with you boys. I just want to get a 15 done, but I was honestly just having more fun just playing with you boys than like really trying too hard to like time a key. You know what I mean? It was practice for me, and it was just chilling with the boys, doing our regular. Like, I'd rather be, I would literally rather be playing an alt with my guildies, right? Although it's undergeared, trying to get a 15 done at the beginning of a new season, wiping and laughing all the way through it, dude. Wiping over and over, just absolutely getting slaughtered by bosses while laughing. That's my most favorite moments. Not pushing for the highest key possible and then slamming it out of the park. Literally just having fun with the boys. That's literally the only time I cared about it. Because like I played rogue, so like I could have hit that hero a lot earlier, 3k a lot earlier. But honestly, I didn't have as much fun until it was me, Jay, and SP playing together, dude, on stream. That's what made it really fun. And then getting my homies in there, getting Carl in there, getting Fade in there, dude, having them join in. That just made it even more enjoyable. You know, I don't really care that much myself personally for like the achievement, but rather like spending quality time with the boys. It's awesome if me and the boys can get some achievements and stuff, get some scoring and whatever, but I think I value hanging out with friends rather than like hanging out with randoms going for that score. You know, I don't value the score. Hanging out with friends and getting a score is awesome, but like hanging out with friends and chilling with the boys, that's a lot more enjoyable. Better moments in the new expansion, clean back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all the traveling mates. Exactly, dude. Everybody's playing. Everybody's always doing something. Everybody's always busy, dude. You're always hanging out with the boys doing stuff. Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm excited. For Dragonflight, I'm going to clean out all these bags, get rid of all the garbage, throw my Legos all away. I'm sure they're just going to disable them, but they're going to be decent stat sticks. So I'll probably just get like whatever gear I can, max out my item level as best as possible, and just go in, clean bags, maybe get consumables and stuff, like definitely Goblin Glider Kits. These are super good. But I get a bunch of these and basically buff myself up the whole time while I'm leveling. I think that'd be really fun. Well, the Forsaken will not only remove fear, sleep, but also made you immune to that period of time. Does it still do that? So I remember that Will of the Forsaken used to also like give you make you an undead technically. So like CC back in the day. Yeah, I also used to make you undead for a short time. You weren't a humanoid, you were actually undead, so you can get polymorphed. But like a priest could shackle you, or a paladin would hit you with a Wake of Ashes as a full stun. You couldn't do anything. Sheep lasted, yeah, 60 seconds ODR. That's way back then. Yeah, Sheep was huge. Can't wait till we get the jailer. Hopefully, no sort of logistic. I know, right, dude? Yo, Rob, some Jay or Briar popped in yesterday. Either yesterday or this morning. My time scale is just completely off, dude. I haven't had much sleep recently, but on Discord he was like, yo, my friend said Jailer's basically doesn't feel like a boss anymore. It feels like just a really big rare. And I can kind of see what he means by big rare. He doesn't really feel that threatening. Like, we're struggling still in P2, P1. But Rob, we're actually doing Jailer. I didn't realize we were 19 manning it for like a good whole night. I didn't realize we were one man down. But we down Euro. That's our GM. That's our raid lead. So we've had other people doing calls and stuff. We saw P3 a couple of times. We just seem to be alive, all of us, with P3. If we could get in there, apparently after P3 and P4 are the easiest. Apparently P1 and P2 are the hardest, but P2 and P3 and P4 are the easiest. But chatbox on black, unfortunate. I didn't realize that either. Yeah, it's crazy. I thought we were actually just like chilling, and I thought we were doing good, but I think I thought our damage, like we're getting the boss to like what, 49% at some point. I was like, we're doing pretty good damage, but like having an extra bonus DPS, or even I was thinking yesterday, like what if we just grab an extra healer? Like we are having struggle surviving some parts, so what if we just grab an extra healer? And honestly, like if the damage on the boss doesn't matter anymore, like if the boss's health got nerfed so hard, the damage to the boss doesn't matter. I'm actually thinking like bring another healer just to make sure that everybody's extra safe, extra cooldowns rolling in, extra healing throughput going out, and like extra side damage on the boss. I'm honestly thinking that might be the better choice. And using the beta off of Dragonflight? Obviously, we were waiting all day, dude. They had another encrypted build from last night. They pushed that one out while everybody was sleeping. Apparently Blizzard was awake pushing out builds, but we were sleeping. But there was another new build. It's encrypted, so we can't see it, can't play it. Not yet, but hopefully soon, dude. They gotta release it either this week or next week, man. It's about that time, Blizzard. It's about that time. Actually, here like this would be perfect. That's what we were thinking. It's actually that fight is so scripted that a disc priest would actually benefit heavily from this fight. But I think we're not running disc priest. Our current priest is a holy right now. I don't think it's that he doesn't know disc. I think it's just for our composition, holy is better. But adding a bonus healer and having to be a disc for how scripted this fight is would be beneficial. You are correct. But yeah, that's all news we have, obviously, on the alpha and the beta for the time being. Just waiting for more testing, man. Waiting for the actual alpha and beta. That's all we're doing. Once we get alpha, once we have beta, we'll be in a good spot. We'll actually be able to test it, see what the expansion is like, how it's evolving, how it's progressing. But yeah, it's a waiting game at this point, boys. It's just a waiting game. But they keep pushing out builds. Sunday's our best pull in jail was 18% tonight. We killed inside spoilers. Let's go. Boss a joke if you get used to the mechanics at the moment of P4. Okay. We haven't seen P4, so it's going to be down to us to get into P4, practice P4, and then hopefully nail it. But I heard from a lot of guilds that P3 and P4, after the initial nerfs, is a joke compared to P1 and P2. Like, once you get into P3 and P4, you're basically on your way to killing the boss. Just need a bit of practice in there, but you're good. It's kind of like Anduin. Like, once I see P3, you realize Anduin P3, after all the nerfs and changes, like the Anduin P3 is really easy. Once you get in that, that's it. You just gotta make sure you get the dance, the stacks right once, and then do the boss. Due to health notes, you can probably push damage hard and ignore a lot of mechanics. That's true. I think our guild, if anything, we definitely have high damage. Like in our guild, we generally have a roster that does a ton of damage, but it's really bad mechanically. So we just usually muscle right through certain mechanics at times. Is the encrypted build means 100% get an alpha this week? No, it just means there's another build. It means that Blizzard continues making updates. But the fact that it did a build overnight, a lot of people thought that maybe they did it in prep for like a Wednesday. Because they did it while everybody were asleep. EU and NA, they did it by the time when everybody was sleeping. It's almost like in preparation. And a lot of people are like, alright, is this today is the day? Is it possibly the day? Because I feel like everyone is patient waiting for this thing. There's a bit of like patience, right? Patience waiting for this expansion, but also a little bit of uncertainty, like just how this expansion is going to be, how far does it progress, are they actually going to be able to release it in 2022? There's a lot of questions of just how finished this thing is, and the fact that they are releasing in 2022 is really difficult. Alpha is always somewhat only, like streaming prominent people, community, etc. So generally, so I wasn't in there for the alpha for like Legion. I came in very late alpha for BFA. I was there day one of Shadowlands Alpha, and hopefully we'll be lucky with Dragonflight Alpha. Generally, yes, yeah. Generally, they give it to streamers to get more eyes and eyeballs attention on it, but also they give it to people that are like high-end, like top-end raiders, top-end PvPers, so they get their hands on these classes and test them out and give feedback. But they also give it to like friends and family over BLIZZ, but also they give it to anybody that's like friends and family, but also anybody that's like random players can sometimes get alpha and beta. They'll sometimes give it to players that have been veterans that have been playing the game since literally day one, since beta, or people that have been subscribed for a very long while. So they want to get a bunch of different feedback, so they'll give it to literally everybody. Usually depending on like what they do in the game. So not really ever like explicit with who they give it to. They never have like a list of exactly what they're looking for in terms of testers. But that's just based on the patterns that we've seen so far. I mean, honestly, want to be positive feedback, yeah? Exactly. Exactly. And I feel like when you give it to like a streamer that gets a lot of eyeballs, you get a lot of people seeing the content, and they can go to the forums and give feedback on what they saw, based on what they saw. Because there's a lot of things that people can notice just from watching, observing, right? When you're playing the game versus when you're observing the game, you can get a bit of a different like angle, different like experiences out of it. But yeah, they definitely want to give it to as many people, get as many people as possible, get as much feedback as possible. I think it also depends on like how much feedback the people provide during alphas. Like they'll send out random alphas to like random players, and if let's say somebody gets an alpha for one expansion and they're just playing it, but they don't really give a lot of feedback, that doesn't really help them that much, right? Let's say they see a bug and they don't really do like a ticket, no opening, and like say, you know, they don't do like the bug reporting or whatever regularly. They'll probably be like, okay, well this guy is really, you know, he plays the game, he tries stuff out, and he is there for like stress tests, but they don't really do a lot of reporting, even though they like say ran into bugs and stuff. So maybe the next alpha will skip them, we'll give it to somebody else, and maybe somebody else will be like super like crazy on every single bug that they see, just give them a bunch of like detailed reports of like, wow, this guy like plays a lot and they know exactly what to look for. Yeah, let's keep giving them alpha, you know what I mean? I don't really know if they have a specific criteria, or because some people get the alpha based on like their system specs, right? Some people, when they have a potato PC, they can see what kind of specs you're running when you play WoW to some degree. So they'll give beta and alpha to people with really potato PCs to see if they can run the game well at all. And also we'll give players with like some high-end rigs just to make sure there's no issues on that end. They give people that have like the NVIDIA cards, and then also the what's the other company? Hold on. Crap. Ryzen. The guys with Ryzen cards. Or not Ryzen cards. CPUs though. Intel CPU, Ryzen CPU. But like also the same guys that make Ryzen also have graphics cards. I forget what the name is. I like to see a random size rate feedback. It really feels awkward. Casual guide, like 30 people, etc. I like to see a random size rate feedback. It always feels awkward for a casual guide to be like, oh yeah, I feel you. I feel like a lot of them though, they're scaling to the content, so they're probably just trying to go by a common number. How do we do for a living? Get a developer feedback from outside the bubble? I mean, yeah, I think that's what they try to do as best as they can. I'm sure they have like a list of like the people that want to give alpha to or whatever, but it's not really explicit. We don't really know exactly how it works. You know, this is just based on what I observed. I mean, honestly, you definitely won the best possible feedback. So you say based on the last build, if this is this week, it gotta be next, you're gonna be releasing Dragonflight this year. I mean, so if they're gonna be releasing Dragonflight this year, my biggest issue with it, or biggest concern, I guess, not issue, is if this is releasing by the end of December, the leak that basically predicted all of Dragonflight fairly accurately says November. November is very possible because it's also Blizzard's birthday. It's WoW's 18th anniversary, which is, man, damn, we played this game long, dude. It's World of Warcraft is actually going to be in that legal age, dude. What the? It can't quite drink, but it can, like, not drive. What can you do? It can vote. It can vote at 18. It can vote. Oh, man. It can vote for a better expansion, too. But, like, let's say if it's December, latest, it's possibly November. If let's say it is December, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. You know what I mean? Most alphas and betas last for quite a while. Anywhere between like 6 and longer in some cases. They last for quite a bit. So like, the earlier they release it, the more feedback we can give, the more things they can correct. Every week is like, every week the feedback isn't given, or we don't really know what's going on. Because, like, I don't know. It's also, I guess, there's a bit of a fear in everyone's heads. And I totally get it. But it's like, what if this thing, look at to release in 2022, but if it's absolutely just not finished, like, we'll take one look at it and be like, dude, this thing is like cookie dough, but it's raw cookie dough, right? It's got a chocolate chip in there. It got a little good flavor, right? But it's straight up raw cookie dough. And some people eat up raw cookie dough, but let's say you're looking for like a proper cookie. It's like, yo, dude, this cookie dough is not quite exactly where I want it. It doesn't quite taste that good. It needs a bit more sugar. It needs a bit more chocolate chip. You gotta let it cook for a little longer. You gotta make sure you clean it up and then let it cook for a little longer. Really just iron it out, right? The earlier we see what's going on, the earlier players can give feedback of like, yeah, you know, I don't think based on the expansions we have played, because in some cases I know some players are experts in that regard, but a lot of us have played so many expansions that we've seen the patterns of these expansions too, right? A lot of players have seen these patterns of the expansions, and we'll be able to get a better idea of like, oh, this thing is looking undercooked, or if it's like, wait, it's actually looking really, really good. It'd be nice to see progress, and also give feedback on like what classes are in terms of content, if things work, if things don't work, because the more feedback we can give, the better. I think it's going to be just a better expansion the more feedback we can give. But you're only going to do more feedback if we get it up early, so we get more time in there and more time giving feedback, more time seeing the changes, more time discussing the changes. Yeah. When did they release Wrath Classic? Can't imagine it being so long. Yeah, Wrath Classic should be out sometime soon, man. My name is Dalaran. What alpha now? Has it worked for you? No, I have not. I tried it early. I was like, Blizzard, please, but they didn't hear me. They had their AirPods in. You know what I mean? They were just vibing. But yeah, Classic should be out soon. Look at Radeon. Yeah, Radeon, shake my head still. Love down. Okay. Radeon is the name I was thinking of. It laughs me, man. It laughs me, Chris. It laughs me, dude. I mean, at this point, like, I feel like Nvidia is like such a common brand for graphics cards. Like, you can't blame me for like forgetting about a Radeon for a moment, right? You can't. I did IT too, dude. I'm the computer kind of guy, but I lapsed you for a second. We'll blame it on a lack of sleep, though. All right, that's my good excuse. We'll blame it on a lack of sleep, boys. Ain't much to test this time. True, there's not as many systems. There's like talents, there's Dragonflying, there's the new content, questing, dungeons, raids. So there's not as many systems of classes. There's a talent tree. That is true. You don't have like legendaries, you don't have soul binds, you don't have conduits, you don't have none of that. Renown is not tied to player power. You don't have soul ashes to test. Swapping covenant stuff, all that. Yeah, it's true. Not as much to test, but still, like, I don't know, like tier sets, right? 9.2 was a pretty damn good patch. We got a lot of feedback, and Blizzard made a lot of changes based on that feedback. And 9.2 turned out a pretty good patch overall. Not every single tier set was perfect, but for the most part, like, a lot of the bad ones were made really, really good. Like Rest of Druid and Rest of Shaman were really atrocious looking at the start. I don't remember what the original version is anymore, but they made them really, really good. Unholy DK also got adjusted. That one became a lot better than originally started. Rogues was going to be busted. But it was really cool to see the interactions between talents and abilities and how that functions and like how it all feeds into one another. And tier sets and the what is it? The raid as well. The Zerif Mortis, the flying, the acquisition of it all, right? The rep stuff. Like there was quite a lot that got changed, but it wouldn't have been changed without feedback. And there was a lot of feedback given and a lot of changes made. Because the patch could have been like, wow, this is, you know, the rest of Shamans would have had a really trash tier set of the bat if we didn't get that chance to get feedback. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's going to be really important too. Magic Combustion plus Deep Freeze gets asked over and over. Dude, for real. Oh my god, yeah. Is on a potato PC laptop a 5-year-old should do it? Yeah, for real. Yours just felt good. The only issue is broken legendaries and how it coexisted. Kind of handcuffed, but the real challenge to address this. Yeah, that's true. Not having to do Torghast is a blessing, honestly. I am so happy about that. Not having to worry about Legos either. And just having Legendaries as part of our talent choices. Because anyway, Legendaries are basically like another talent option, right? You swap them out for another Legendary effect. And just be able to basically swap out the Lego effect you want as a talent. Because basically some of them were talents. You know? Power progression systems and test them, covenant soul binds like this. Yeah, that's true, but still, like the more time we can test, the more ironed out it can be. You know what I mean? Torghast illegal torture. Yeah, no, Torghast was the thing about Torghast is the original version of Torghast without any borrowed powers, and then infinitely scaling and like infinite amount of powers, and you could just stack the strongest powers infinitely, right? They try to balance it, but the unbalanced version that had infinite potential was super fun. It was actually so enjoyable. So many people tried it back in the alpha, the original version. And when Blizzard was like, wait, we want to modify it so it gives you gear and it is a part of like how you get your legendaries. And we thought, you know what? Having Torghast give you gear is not the worst idea, right? You do the hardest difficulty, you get some really good items to catch up your character. Maybe like decent items, not something like a plus 15 would give you, but like decent gear to catch up your character while having fun. That's not a bad idea. And maybe like some kind of bit of currency so you can make a legendary. That'd be kind of cool. But then they added like soul ash and sinews and really time getting it out and really gave you Torghast that's very, very specific, just in the hallways and the clearing and killing bosses and all that. And they really decided to balance it out with the powers to make it structured. So it was unstructured, infinite scaling, infinite potential kind of thing, and no tuning. Very, very fun version. Then when they tried to put shackles on it, try to really put on a box, try to really figure it out with the frame for it, try to really give it like a purpose, that's where it lost a lot of the fun in that process. And that's where I think they should have listened to the feedback of this early version is really, really fun. Because I think what they had like, oh, here's a prototype, and we're like, I'm having fun with the prototype. They were like, oh, wait until you see once the prototype functions. We're like, I'm liking the prototype as it is. Can this just be Torghast? They probably should have changed their direction and be like, you know what? Let's keep it as is and just like adjust it based on prototype, because that's probably not what they had in mind for Torghast. Or maybe last minute decision they decided, you know what, let's make it more structured because they thought it'd be better. Yeah, they should have had it. I had 6 tunes, mass gear and back. I can't believe I did Torghast. Yeah, exactly, dude. If they only knew that Torghast like is fun for like a bit, it's just a good bit of fun, but making a mandatory system, not enjoyable. Because streamers and players were hopping on alpha just to do Torghast run. You literally had Tally and Slootback and some other boys hopping on alpha just to run some Torghast with the boys. Literally just try other classes, try different powers, just to have some fun. They were doing it for fun. Nowadays, I don't know a single person that does Torghast for fun. And then when they made it like mandatory, I feel like it took a little fun out of it. When they gave it like mandatory currencies that you have to farm every week on every character, took the fun out of it. It should have just been something you do for fun. And they should have had like a lot of the cross alt-friendly benefits from the get-go. Like how cool could it have been if it just stayed more or less the same that it was back then? You know? It's like, and that's so sad, dude. And that's like feedback that players would want to be able to see, right? You have features, like how good is it going to be? Is there issues with the features? Is Blizzard taking the features in the wrong direction? We don't know until we test it on alpha beta. We just don't know. But a great way to solo level, grind, and get gear. Exactly, because you could level in there in the early version. You could actually level. You could level up, but just having fun in it. Like I was trying to just push Torghast to see if I can get some crazy good build on Warlock, and I was gaining levels. I was like go from level 50 to 51 and then 52 just by trying, attempting the floors until I got a perfect build, and it just kind of skyrocketed to the highest floors. It was super fun. Once I get that big old build, once you get this amazing build rolling, it is so fun because you're just trying to make the decisions. Every choice you made in powers matters, right? And the builds you could take, because you could get these powers infinitely stacking, whatever, the strongest and the weakest powers. Like, yeah, you get a bit of versatility, but like it gets really crazy when you have 200 versatility, right? And it gets really crazy when you have 200 of that stuff. And those powers were like everywhere. And the small powers, stacking the 3% haste here wasn't bad. I think right now the game caps are like, I don't know, 10 or 12, 15 stacks of haste. But then back then you could just stack it until you have like 600 haste. Like at some point haste just stops doing stuff for you, but you could do it. It was so fun. You had like ridiculously good builds. People could do like way like 200% crit, which did nothing for you, but it was really fun. Unless you're a fire mage where crit turned to mastery. And that was giga. That was just insane. The burn was just huge. And it was just melt. I think it still could do a Dragonflight this year, considering getting season 4 in the month of August. Yeah. It's like we could still. I think we could. I think we will know for sure just how done this expansion is, how ready it is, when we see the alpha, when we see the beta, see what they've done so far, and then we'll get a better idea of like whether this thing could potentially come out in 2022, or Blizzard should really push it back. Like whatever they do is whatever they do, but like if this thing is not ready, I'd rather have them push it back. And alpha and beta would give us an idea of like where it's at right now. It'd be awesome. Keep going Rathalos until they get back to BFA. Yeah, I don't know what they will leave. I'm not sure if they considered anything. I think they're maybe thinking of doing Cataclysm, but then adjusted Cataclysm because the Cataclysm wasn't as good. So basically Cataclysm plus and adjust Cataclysm, so it's basically similar to like a Wrath or Lich King experience, like a classic experience, but like Cataclysm content is part of the classic experience, but adjust the content, adjust the leveling, adjust like all those aspects that people didn't like. That's what I'm thinking of doing about it. It's basically doing like Cataclysm classic, but like a different Cataclysm experience. It's very familiar, very similar dungeons, similar environments, but like adjusting it so it feels more like, less like newer version of WoW, less like retail WoW, but more like the original classic experience of World of Warcraft. Like the way the game plays, the way it's established, adjusting it completely. Do you listen to yourself fighting duels? I do once in a while. In most cases, I'm just actually the camera, because I can't really, I would love to be able to fight the duels and get the camera angle, but you can't do both. And I've asked a lot of you guys, like, which one would you prefer? Me dueling or the camera? Vast majority of you prefer the camera angles. Vast majority of you don't really care about my gameplay like that. You do fine in arenas, you push your rogue, you do BG videos, that's all good. We get to watch PvP from time to time anyway. I want to see my boy Seavark popping off on these boys in like 4K HD, like really zoom into his face, dude. I want to see the carnage up front in person like I'm there. So I try to give the best angles the best I can. Is it downstream once in a while? Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool. Maybe do it for Dragonflight, yeah. Based on that, I'm saying the season 4 will be shorter season previous seasons. It's coming out in August, November will fit. Yeah. It is going to be shorter. They did say it. And actually, season 3 is going to be ending shorter. Normally, they're like, normally an average season for World of Warcraft is like 6 months. At least it was, I think back in Legion BFA, it was roughly 6 months-ish or so. The first 2 seasons of Shadowlands were really long. This one is ending a month earlier than 6, so this is actually ending quite short. And then season 4 is going to be fairly short too. We're thinking it's roughly 4 months. If it's going to be at the beginning of August, it's going to August, September, October, roughly into November, and then it's likely the release is in November, if not December. But we don't really know. Again, it's really just a question of like, when is this thing actually going to be released? We still don't have an idea. A lot of people are guessing maybe November based on one leak. This thing is going to make fun this season. Yeah. I think it's a good idea because they always said they wanted to do stuff like that. Make a season that's less serious and just more experimental content, like using old dungeons, old raids and stuff, and giving a reason to do them again. And I think it's good that they're doing the experimental content for the season, for season 4. I actually can't wait for the Mythic Pluses. I really cannot wait for Mythic Plus content. I think it's going to be really good. But we'll see how that goes, yeah? We'll see how all that goes, boys. Anyway, it is 7:44. I gotta get some quick grub, boys. Get myself a little bit of food in me. Rest up. And we got Jailer this evening. Thank you, boys, so much for coming by. Appreciate you so much for watching. Back to the Jailer progression tonight. Hopefully we'll get him fairly close, fairly low. We're hoping to hit P3 as much as possible this evening. Jailer drop tonight. If we play like hell, then maybe, like if we play really like exceptionally well, possibly. We just gotta play we gotta get into P3, practice P3, and then CP4, and then hopefully we can have enough damage and everybody's alive to just absolutely nuke P4. Like technically we could. Are we gonna be able to? Is everybody gonna come into the raid awake and ready to play the best World of Warcraft raid they ever done? Play the class of the top potential? I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully we got, yeah, hopefully we got 20. Hopefully this time we got 20, because I feel like without 20 it'll be kind of, actually not having the 20 scuffed one of our Jailer soaks that we had to do. So having a 20, we had some early deaths there. I think it's because we have one person missing. Thank you for awesome stream. Thanks so much for coming by, boys. Appreciate you all. You guys are awesome. Thank you, boys, for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'll be streaming the raid in roughly 40 minutes or so. But I'll see you guys then, yeah? Guys, have a wonderful evening. If you're not coming to the raid stream, tomorrow is Thursday. It is my day off. Unless tomorrow we get Alpha. That's the only reason why I'll be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is day off, though. But hopefully maybe we'll get the Alpha by then. Yeah? Boys, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I'll see you guys tonight. Or I'll see you guys for Friday, 5 phone duels. Alrighty, boys. Peace.
But you were never there, you were never. I want us to be what we used to be this night. Maybe just another fight, but you don't wanna see me cry. There is swear I'll follow you no matter where. Think you better run, I swear. Follow you no matter where. Think you better run, I swear. Follow you no matter where. Down in empty streets, looking for joy. I don't wanna admit I'm better on my own, better on my own. You say we're not meant for each other. I'm not sure of this. I won't give up on this, I won't give up. Cause I don't wanna behave like the one to flee, like the one to leave. I'll never surrender, but ever remember my lover. Did you give up on me? Have you never learned a lesson? Sorry, I will never be even when you try to what you wanna see. Think it better go someplace I don't know, cause I got your picture on my mind.